Okay, we're ready. Let's go. What's up, Ellie? Aki, Compassion. Whew! That Brood War stream lit a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but we're here. Oh, right. First map is... Thanks for the resub, Aki. You're the best. First map is always, let's say... Then loser pick. Best of 3 until semis. Hope Laughing Games shows up. He signed up for this. First, let's do first map, Pillars of Gold. And then loser picks current map pool. Okay, so first map. Captain, you jumped into Helm's Deep? I don't know, man. Got a pretty strict 5-minute timer here, dude. We're trying to get this thing done. Like, I've got a family dinner in 4 hours, and so we're trying to get through this thing fairly quickly, depending how long it is. Yep, 5 minutes, then if no show, forfeit. Of course, Captain, it depends. I'm glad that works out for you, Probe Scout. Oh, Laughing Games is here. Ooh, that's tight. Oh, what the heck, Laughing Games? Where'd you go, man? Oh, 5-minute timer started 5 minutes ago. Laughing Games is online. Who's Compassion mixed up with here? Oh, where's a toy? A toy's not in? Okay, I kind of like this. Laughing Games versus Ellie first. I think that'll be good. Oh, that's sad. A toy's one of my longtime subscribers, man. Alright, so Volmalisk is here playing Caden. I guess I create the map. That's fine. Let's go. Custom. Pillars of Gold. Is it Pillar? I'm just realizing all of a sudden. No, it's Pillars, right? Oh no, just melee. Oh my gosh. Pillars of Gold, Ellie, Blizzard. Great. Let's create with Game Heart. Let's go. Awesome. Move me out. Spectator. Can change skins. I kind of wanna... I want to change skins, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, if a toy didn't show up, Compassion, you move on. So go ahead and mark you as a... let's do 99s in the score here. Last time we did 1-0, but that was confusing. So let's do 99. So that shows as a walkover with the 99. That makes sense? I think that makes sense. Thanks for the follow, Arshard. Where's No, E.T. Pone Home isn't here. He was the heavy favorite to win this thing. That is crazy. How's it going, Clark? They are not closed. All right, so game 1 of our FalconPaladin $200 open invitational is going to be on Pillars of Gold, the Ladder Edition. It's going to be Laughing Games versus Ellie. Bottom left-hand corner, it is the green Protoss player, Ellie. And in the top right, it is the red Terran player, Laughing Games. Ellie hates this map. Laughing Games hates Protoss. It seems like it balances out quite nicely here. Yeah, E.T. Pone Home was a pretty intense... I don't know what it is now. Falcon $200 open. Basically, it's to celebrate the fact that I reached my goal on Patreon of $500 per month for support out there. I set that goal probably 3 years ago. Initially, I intended just to do a StarCraft 2 tournament, but then Brood War really creeped into my channel and kind of took over.
Paused.
And so I did a Brood War one last week and a StarCraft 2 one today. No. I'm in loads of channels that is clogging up my screen. Best of 3. Okay, I can do that, Aki. How do I do that, Aki? Settings. Advanced options. Permissions. Share admin access. 2. I found it. Look at how good I am at this. I'm so good at internet. Alright, thank you, Aki. If you want to help manage the bracket, that would be awesome. Aki is official bracket manager. Ask him if you need help. Wider Light, did you just redeem some points? I'm not playing, though. Sounds good, Kai.
Game resumed.
Okay. So nobody's cannon rushing, nobody's proxy raxing here for game 1. Oh, just kidding. There is a bit of an engineering bay block here from Laughing Games, which I like quite a bit. That's very cool out of him. And the and then the probe goes for the pylon block on the other side. I don't think... Ellie doesn't even know that's happening. They're just both randomly blocking each other's natural bases, which is honestly kind of funny. So Cybernetics Core coming up here from Ellie. As is tradition, really nothing crazy here whatsoever. Trying to expand, I would assume, is Laughing Games, but that's going to be difficult to do. So we're going to go for the 21 supply orbital command. It's got a lot of SCVs down here patrolling around. Like, is he worried about being cannon rushed? I don't know. That's a lot of... It's a lot. And same thing down here. I think wanted to go for the gate expand, went for the cyber core, went for the double gas. Can't expand here either. So both players are having some trouble. The good news for Laughing Games is he can just throw his command center down wherever and then just toss it where it needs to go later. Whereas Ellie can't do that. Ellie can't throw down a Nexus until this engineering bay is out of the way, unless she just wants to expand over this way, which seems entirely like a possible option here. So, yeah, Reaper on the way. If somebody wants to give me a Reaper name in the chat, I'll definitely use it. Bunker up from Laughing Games, worried about this. Shield batteries up for Ellie. Both players really worried about this situation. The Reaper name is Grim Dread. I could do that. Cancel it. Did not cancel it. No refund there for Laughing Games. That's kind of annoying. And we go... Boop. Grim Dead Scarecrow. Oh! Wait. Are you saying Grim or Dread or Scarecrow? I kind of like Grim Dread Scarecrow, to be honest. Reaper decides not to die. Hops in, knows there's a stalker out. Still no expansion from Ellie here, unfortunately. And Laughing Games Natural is done. So Factory coming up. Going for a starport. 1-1 winning it here in this TVP. And an Oracle's on the way here from Ellie. Is there going to be enough anti-air for Laughing Games to stop that? Marine production is pretty good. Doesn't look like we're going for Widow Mines. Usually a good Widow Mine is a setup here. Oh, yeah. You want to bet? Absolutely. Let's do it. Great idea. That's okay. Will Ellie Corn win? We'll do this. Hey, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate that, Dukazan. I don't know, Compass. Oracle shows up, gets a couple kills. Big SCV pull getting out of there. The Marines are here to fight. Good control by the Oracle, not just running into the Marines and dying. Getting a few more kills here. And a mule. Nice. Nice pick up there for sure. And then the Oracle runs out of energy. Can't do anything else here. So again, that's usually why Terrans like to get a Widow Mine. Reaper trying to get some stuff done. I don't think killed anything. Maybe a probe went down. But so far, so good, I would say, from both players. They're both on 2 bases. It's 32 workers for Ellie, so we really need a Maynard transfer from her all the way down here to this natural base. A full Reaper name from Kai. Oh, Umberto! Thank you so much for subbing. That's fantastic. Umberto is one of my most loyal supporters. Comments on my videos. Shows up to the live streams. I like Umberto. Humberto. Thorough. Gotta get back into casting StarCraft 2 mode. I've been casting Brood War all morning. Alright, so Widow Mines are out. Medevac on the way. Probably a Widow Mine drop if I had to guess what's going on here. Bunch of stalkers. Oh, there's already a Widow Mine that came in. What? Alright, we're watching the minimap better. That was nuts. So sneaks in. Yep, using the FalconPaladin emojis available to subscribers. Very nice there. Dukeson. Team FalconPaladin. Faux show. Army supply 23 to 13. A lot of stalkers out here with double robo. And no Twilight. What is this build from Ellie? I'm not sure what she's up to here at all. But natural base. Happy for Laughing Games. I'm just trying to engineering bay, going for bio play. Based on this barracks count from Laughing Games. Not going to try to mech it against Protoss. Which is definitely hard to do, in all fairness. Coming around, trying to go for it again. Which, honestly, it's pretty wide open. Whoa, did he just... Ah! That's what I was trying to watch. Triple Widow Mine drop in the natural base. Kills 16 probes. And then a main base Widow Mine drop. Kills 9 more probes. 27 probes have died today. Oh, the Widow Mine's fired again in the natural base. Oracle comes back around, does get 5 SCVs, but it's 40 to 15 workers right now. Compassion, ping Aki and ask Aki to help you out. He is my bracket manager for this tournament. Thank you. Thank you, Aki. Alright, so cannon up, finally. Gonna try to save the economy here. The natural base is in shambles. Is Laughing Games going to defeat the Bear Sloth Killer? Ellie once participated in a clan war that was held between the FalconPaladin clan and the formless Bear Sloth clan, and Ellie all killed their entire team. It was something to behold, but Laughing Games here up 85 to 36 supply. Economy is ridiculously bad for Ellie right now. 22 workers at 8 minutes is horrendous. The army isn't huge for Laughing Games, but a stemmed ball of Marines and Marauders against just Stalker Dude, I think Ellie just might be dead here. Even with the shield batteries, maybe even with the overcharge. Shield battery down. Shoot, that's GG. That's it, man. Your stalkers are not going to hold. This is too much. 37-5 army supply. And Laughin' Games gonna take game 1. GG. The Widowmine drops really, really helping him there. And nicely done. So Ellie does not win game 1. Laughin' Games comes out on top. We've got our winner there for game number 1 in the betting. Very beautifully done. Ellie pick map from current map pool. I'm sad about a toy. I like a toy. A toy has honestly been around since 2015. A toy has been a loyal FalconPaladin supporter for some time, so that bums me out. But yeah, right here, you can see the workers. It's really nice. And then Widowmines just wreck everything forever. And Laughin' Games keeps making workers forever. Army value isn't amazing, but it's enough. And it's Marine Marauder versus Pure Stalker. So that was beautiful. So we're going to move on into Death Aura here. Death Aura, the latter edition, create with mod. Is Firebird not showing? Holy smokes, where's Firebird? Dude, some people are not showing up here that I expected to show up. Oh, Firebird's around. Yes. DTs have blink, wider light, yes. Firebird's taking a shower. What the heck, man? Let's go. So we're here on Dethara. Let's make another bet here. Will Ellie win the next match? Is our question today. Place your bets. Did I send out reminders? What if to send out reminders? You signed up for the tournament. The time was set. If you're not enough an adult to be here on time, then I'm sorry. All right. So sorry, this is a best of 3. I don't shoot. Whatever, it's fine. Shwung, here we are on Dethara. Bottom right-hand corner, our green Zerg or Protoss player. It is Ellie. And in the top left, it is the red Terran player, Laughin' Games, with brutal, brutal Widowmine drops. I thought that Oracle's attack, thank you for the resub. Get trapped 10 months in a row. Trapped hero among StarCraft fans. Yeah, I thought that Oracle harass that killed, you know, 5-6 SCVs early in the game was really a problem for Laughin' Games, but then the comeback with the constant Widowmine drops into a bit of a Marine Marauder medevac push with Stim was just really hard to handle in the end. Thank you, Aki. And yes, if you have a walkover today, let's do 99-0. Zerg cannot infest command centers in StarCraft 2 wider light. They can... There's a contaminate spell that Zerg has with their overseers that can stop production or research on a building if you contaminate it, which is pretty cool. Again, same thing here for Laughin' Games. Engineering Bay block. Yeah, overseers are flying casters. Vipers are flying casters too. But the queens are not that anymore in StarCraft 2 for sure, wider light. All right, thank you, Lucky. I appreciate that. You are doing fantastic. So Laughin' Games tries to make sure he doesn't get pylon blocked this time by having an SCV down there early before he can actually expand. Hey, what's up, Probe Scout? What's up? Command Center now coming up. No expansion, unfortunately, from Ellie. Gets the Cyber Core anyway. Getting a Zealot out to try to knock this thing down. Probe Scout, please direct all bracket problems to Aki. Aki 1024, he's right above you. I'm going to try to do some casting and let Alki handle that. Thank you, Probe Scout. I appreciate it. Yeah, so a little bit cleaner here from Laughing Games. His natural is earlier. His factory's coming up a bit earlier. His second gas a bit earlier. So he's looking good. And he's delaying Ellie here as much as he was in the last game. Twilight Council this time, though. And a Reaper does come in. Oh, it's a Zealot. And there's not a Stalker yet. Okay, so there's, again, this tiny, tiny window where the Reaper can get some stuff done. Has 2 kills and manages to escape. Not bad. 3 probes killed so far. Really trying to slow down the Protoss with their Chrono Boost. What happens with a disconnect? That is an excellent question. I don't know if we have an official rule for what happens during disconnects. I would suggest just a remake, unless the player who didn't disconnect was in a hugely advantageous position, like they were up 100 supply or something. If it was relatively close and there was a disconnect, I say we just remake. Reaper, for some reason, attacking this warp gate, which seems a little bit confusing, but Zealot moves out across the map to see what's what. Dude, this Reaper could have gotten some probe kills, but is just for some reason A moved over here. Where is the attention otherwise? I don't know what Laughing Games is looking at here, but he loses the Reaper. Yeah, everything is best of 3 until the semifinals, which is a best of 5, and the finals is a best of 7. Zealot wandering up, trying to get some SCV kills of his own here on Dethora. And you know what? He's going to get some SCV kills. Alright, so Zealot down after 2 SCV kills. Not bad. Oh, the Widow Mine replaced the engineering bay. Dude, Ellie's on 1 base. Laughing Games is on 2 bases. Shoot. Ooh, and a fusion. What? What is happening here? Who goes battle cruisers against Protoss? Laughing Games feels like he is ridiculously ahead, I think. Ellicorn does have a dank shrine. But guess what? Missile turret. We've got scans available here on both the orbitals. Widow Mine finally gets wiped out here. There's an observer in the mix too. Jeez. How do Widow Mines work? So Widow Mines are initially cloaked when they burrow. When they fire, they're decloaked unless there's an armory in play for the Terran. If they have an armory, DT wanders in the main base, tries to get some stuff done. Ooh, right in the main. Loving this. Any scans available? There is a scan available. And then this happens, and I just don't know if there's enough anti-air at all for Ellie to survive this. I mean, Stalkers are great. Stalkers are really, really good against battlecruisers. And this is why you generally don't go BC against Protoss. This is the simple answer, because Stalkers trade exceptionally well cost for cost against the PCs. Get in that probe line. He's not microing it. I think it's because he's worried about all this, but he does scan and clear out the DTs inside of his main base. And additional Stalkers coming on in here. The battlecruiser not engaging with the Stalkers, going after some of these probes. Does get 3, 4, 5 of them in quick succession. That is the thing about battlecruisers. They have a lot of DPS. And then hiding out here, going to die. So he loses the battlecruiser. But it did some damage. It killed 4 Stalkers, 5 probes. Fair trade for how expensive it is? Maybe. Maybe so. Natural base still not here for Ellie. It's 20 to 7 army supply. I mean, income is just skyrocketing in favor of Laughing Games here. Stasis is the same, I think. Stasis Ward is Stasis Ward. I don't think they've massively changed that since, like, Wings of Liberty. For a while, Or rather, early Heart of the Swarm. What's up, Donnie? You throw down the stasis ward, anything that triggers it within a radius gets stasis for like 30 seconds. Can't be attacked, also can't attack. It's pretty straightforward. It's basically stasis from Brood War. A little bit different mechanic, but the result is the same. How you doing, Donnie? Happy Sunday. Hope you're enjoying the tournament. Alright, so natural base for Ellie comes up. Laughing Games doesn't have a third. It's kind of oversaturated, actually. Does have a big army supply, too. You want to be a VIP. Are there differences between the StarCraft 2 games? Yeah. I mean, Wings of Liberty to Heart of the Swarm to Legacy of the Void are not ridiculously different games, but there are pretty massive differences in how you play, what units are available, what strategies are viable, and stuff like that. New units were introduced in Heart of the Swarm and in Legacy of the Void. They've done so many balance changes since Wings of Liberty was released in 2010 to now. It's like if we were to set up some kind of like competitive league for Wings of Liberty, it'd be very different from this in a lot of ways. Yamato's good. If Terran's going to make any number of battle cruisers, like any more than one, they'll get Yamato. Zealots cleaning out these tanks. Kind of effective. I mean, that's, yeah, you don't have any splash damage versus Marine Marauder like this. No cannons, no shield batteries, and I think that's a 2-0. Ellie's out. Laughing Games comes out on top here. 2-0. Looking good. Really looking good here. I don't know. I thought that would be a bit of a closer match, but I don't know that Ellie's been practicing as much as she has in the past, and Laughing Games, I think, has just been consistently really working hard over the last year. So Ellie gets 2-0'd. We'll reset the bet. We'll GG's it. Well played, Ellie. Those Widow Mine drops were brutal. They were really, really brutal. Hard to come back from that, for sure. What the heck is my channel? Oh, I'm 1. I don't know, Captain. Maybe. Aki, is it too late for Captain here? Aki is running the bracket for me today. So please ask Aki what's up. Spike's in the house. Hey, what's up, Phil? How's it going, man? Ah, you're waiting for your match. Okay. Whew. All right. So Fire versus Eidolon is happening. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, Ellie. It looked like you're a little bit rusty. I get it. Compassion versus Laughing Games? Invite me, please. Sounds good, Captain. I'm glad it was a good Helms. How'd it end? Good guys win, bad guys win. Okay, cool. We're in Laughing Games versus Compassion. Compassion recently became Diamond. Ah! My phone thought I was talking to it. Nice, Captain. Glad to hear it. Alright, so they're ready. Let's go. Pillars of Gold. Good luck. Have fun. Laughing Games versus Compassion, game 1 here on Pillars of Gold. Water Light shows up with an Illuminati octopus. Very cool. Okay, here we go. So Laughing Games doing pretty well, gotta say. Best of 3, game number 1 on Pillars of Gold. Top right, it is the purple Zerg player Compassion. And in the bottom left, it is the red Terran player Laughing Games, my co-caster for the Africa World events that we cast every couple of weeks. Again, if you don't know about this, it is the highest level StarCraft that I can cast live. And it is so fun. Players like Solar, Patience, Dongray Goo, SOS, and Stats, and Innovation, and it's the top tier. It is the top of the top tier. That is what I'm able to do there. Out on africatv.com/laughinggames every couple of weeks. I try to tweet about it. I try to post about it on Facebook, talk about it here on the channel. We're trying to get more people out there all the time. Last event, I think we got over 400, 500 people. So it was a lot of fun, and hopefully we can grow that because, again, that is where I can cast super high-level StarCraft is on Africa. Dead's around, Aki. I think Dead was saying that he disconnected. His game crashed in the middle of one of his games and asked what to do. And I told them just to reset, remake it, unless one of the players was way ahead. Like the player that didn't disconnect was way ahead. So I think they figured that out. So I think they're good. I think they're playing, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, yes, let's do the bet. Thank you. Well, Laughing Games win. We're early enough in here that it shouldn't be too hard to figure out. So let's do Reaper name, because Kai gave us a great Reaper name a second ago. Reaper name Gul'dan. Ever since the battle in Nighthold, he was killed by an explosion from Illidan's demonic wings. However, his spirit was able to possess a human body, which happens to be exactly a Reaper in a Reaper suit. So Gul'dan here. Or Gul'dan, depending on how you pronounce it, I suppose. So Compassion doing things well right now. 2-basing it up. 3rd base timing should be coming in fairly soon. I do like that he's scouted out to see what's going on here. He's got a couple of lings. He's got some queens coming in. Should be able to hold off this Reaper really no problem. Probably save this drone's life. Chasing it down. Oh, did get it. And almost trapped the Reaper, but not quite. Good control there by Laughing Games. And a bit of luck, honestly. So he's going to go ahead and knock down his own unbuildable bricks to avoid misclicks later on. I've lost games because of that. Always so very, very brutal. Natural base coming up for Laughing Games. 3rd base timing. Reaper's trying to see where that is. He's trying to kill the drone that goes for that 3rd base. Unless Compassion has a 2-base style of a build, which would necessitate, I would think, either a Baneling Nest or a Roach Warren, neither of which I see at this point. Hellion follow-up. Starport coming in here for Laughing Games as well. Very, very standard play from him at this point. Reaper does actually take down the drone going for the 3rd base. But it's enough lings, even if they're slow, the Reaper's going to have a hard time with it. Love the creep spread here too, and 3rd base comes in about 3:30, which is, you know, late, but not super duper crazy late. I'm not going to worry about it too much here from Compassion. And Fusion Core. All right. So Laughing Game says, you know what's good is Battle Cruisers. Battle Cruiser is a good unit. I'm going to go ahead and toss that across the map here and see if Compassion can handle it. And can Compassion handle it? It's got a Baneling Nest. He is producing queens, right? He's got 3 of them. Another one's on the way. He needs 5. And probably a Spore Crawler in each base as well, just to help kind of anchor that defense against the Battle Cruiser. Hellion's going to harass at the front here. The timings from Laughing Games are looking really good. They really are. I don't have any complaints whatsoever. I love that you can... Like, is it just this skin with the Hellions that has the vroom vroom sound? You hear that? I don't know that Hellions have it unless they have this skin. Is that true? Anyway, Battlecruiser on the way. So this is about 5 minutes. 5:30 is where you traditionally want to get safety spores against Terran. That's when Cloak Banshees can show up. That is when Battlecruisers can show up. So that's the timing I'd like to see here from Compassion. Third base happening. He's droning pretty hard, going for a lair. His queen count stopped at 4, which is a problem. He's probably going to want to make at least another couple queens. Hellions running into this third base. There's nothing here yet, which is actually really nice. Killed some of the larvae, which is great. But going in there with lings and banelings and queens, not going to work out too well for him. And there's the Yamato. So Yamato's coming in wider light. You asked about that earlier. Indicates that Laughing Games is probably going to go for another battlecruiser after this one. Maybe go for a 2-port. Maybe just make another battlecruiser off the same starport here. We'll have to see. Ellie, I mean, the VOD is going to be available here on Twitch immediately after this thing ends. So if you want to show it to them, like, soon, then just show them the Twitch VOD. I will toss it up on YouTube sometime during the week. I don't know exactly when yet. Probably Tuesday, if I had to guess. And I hear that jump. And there it is. So there are 2 spores right into the... Wow. Right into 2 spores and a queen. Yeah, get out of there. That's a lot of DPS down. The queens need to get... Oh, he doesn't have enough. He simply doesn't have enough queens. But what he does have were extra spores that are getting some damage done. The queens are here to fight. Both queens... But... Oh, the transfuse! Beautiful. But the battlecruiser will not be denied. There are not enough queens. The spore count is... Look at him just avoiding the spores. Coming around the backside. Oh, he abandoned it. He abandoned the spores that were protecting these drones. Yeah. That is a 12-kill battlecruiser. Third base has 2 queens at it, which is awesome. But extra drones are going to die here, too, because the queen response not too great. Hydras... Yeah, Hydras trade extremely poorly, but the battlecruiser does go down. That's big. Battlecruiser dying is really nice for Compassion here. He needs to re-drone up. I really would wish he had gotten a Spire with some Corruptors instead to deal with the future battlecruisers because, well, there's another one out. Where is it? Oh, it just jumped right here. Okay, nice. Jumped right onto my screen. And really whittling down this drone count quite nicely. It's 36 drones for Compassion here. Look at this. Hydras. Blurp. Hydra. Blurp. Hydra. Blurp. It's just... They don't have the range upgrade. Hydras are... This is a perfect example of why... Oh, he's trying to repair. But the mules die instantly. Dude, these battlecruisers have gotten so much work done. Yamato, queen down. And Laughing Games is not going to save the battlecruiser, but it ends up getting like 20 kills anyway. So 2 BCs have died, which is 1,500 resources lost overall here. But Compassion's economy is not great. 14 drones killed in the first 5 minutes is bad. Laughing Games is on 3 bases, working on a 4th base now, and he's got a bunch of Hellions cruising on up here. Hydras do not trade well versus Hellions. Their bonus versus light is incredibly good versus them. The Hydras are doing a counterattack with some Banelings. There is no centrifugal hooks. There are no upgrades for the Hydras. These do not have range upgrades. These do not have speed upgrades. They're going to have a really hard time handling everything, to be honest with you. The Hydras just kind of get themselves trapped on the ramp. This is tough. I hope... Compassion is not droning up back home. I was going to say, I hope he's droning up back home. But he's not. He's making more Zerglings. He's making a couple drones, which is entirely fair. And you know what? This is sort of working out right now for Compassion. He's doing all right. Auto turret shows up, dies. Hellion's getting wrecked. That Raven might get focused down and killed. It does. These completely unupgraded Hydras are doing so well. But the Cyclones are here. The Lings are here to assist. Blue Flame is done as well. That's a huge upgrade for Laughing Games in the situation where it's largely Lings and Hydras. Blue Flame's going to be insanely good. GG Volmalisk over Kaden. Well done. SCVs in here to buffer. 15 SCVs have gone down. And the Cyclones really paying for themselves here. Cyclones, very good unit in the hands of anybody who can control them well. So, oh, 20. Man, Ling's got down here in a Laughing Game's third base. Nothing up here in the fourth base, I don't think, but he does know it exists. So suddenly, income in favor of Compassion now. He's droning up. He's got himself a Roach Warren coming in. Ravager is a pretty good answer versus Cyclones. But the problem is the number of bases are not favoring Compassion right now. Okay, we're looking at 3 bases for Compassion to 4 bases for Laughing Games. He's going this race car mech style. And Lingbane Hydra, I kind of like. I do. Assuming if the Banelings had a speed upgrade, I'd feel much better about it. They don't. We're going for Glial Reconstitution for the Roaches. Now, Roaches against Mass Cyclone are just not good. They do bonus damage versus Armored. Their lock-on ability does bonus damage versus Armored too. So anytime a Roach is going to come up and try to fight against a Cyclone, it's going to die fairly quickly. I don't like Roach against this at all. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about there. Army supply 69 to 27, and Laughing Games gets the game 1 victory there in 12 minutes. GG. Whew. So we did get a bet for Laughing Games. End of the day there. So yeah, not bad. I mean, Compassion had a really nice army value here, and then just the Roaches all died, and that was a rough place to be. Okay, Ice and Chrome. Nice. Ice. Ice and Chrome. Let's go for our next match. Let's go ahead and start the betting here for will Laughing Games win this one. Sounds good, Wider Light. Thanks for hanging out, dude. We'll catch you some other time. Compassion is ready. Laughing Games is ready. Let's move on. Google thought I asked about math games. I don't know what Google is talking about here. Key comes in with the bet. Let's go best of 3 here. Laughing Games up 1. Bottom left here on Ice and Chrome, it is Compassion. And in the top right, far away, it is the Red Terran player, Laughing Games. So let's actually swap those colors real quick. Because derp. Because derp, I say. I like what Compassion did. I do. I think it would have been better for him if he had gotten Roaches for the Hellions and Corruptors for the battle cruisers earlier, and then maybe made some Ravagers to deal with the Cyclones. I think things would have gone better for him. Hydros did better, honestly, against the Hellions than I thought they would, especially since they didn't have any upgrades. So maybe I learned something there today. In smaller numbers, they're going to be all right. But yeah, the battlecruiser really hurt him. He didn't have the queen count to handle a BC. Like, pro tip Zerg players, you need to have at least 5 queens out at 5 minutes. 6, 7 would be better. So you can have 8. That's a good time. A Spore Crawler in each base. And then the battle cruisers have a much harder time doing anything to you. And then, you really, if you suspect more BCs are on the way, like a Yamato happens, throw it on a Spire instantly. You just need to have that Spire if you're going to survive. So, alright. Nothing crazy here. 16, 18, 17 out of Compassion. Laughing Games going for a 1-Rax Expander Rooney. Anybody have a Reaper name for me? Would be my question. But SCV scouting, I like this from Laughing Games. All right, you want to see is it a 12 pool or not? Because if it was, I'm going to delay my expansion a little bit. It's not. Pool timing is fine. Reaper can actually move out, and expansion can start now. Just kidding. 400 minerals now. Okay, I need to step away for a minute. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Did anything happen? No, absolutely not. Once again, third base timing here for Compassion, and the Reaper got a couple kills. Well, I wasn't looking. Sorry, mouse went away from us there. But again, the Reaper delaying the third base. I love it. I think Terrans should do this every single time. Evolution Chamber, Roachborn coming in. This feels like a bit of a 2-base style attack out of Compassion. Kind of like it. Ooh, that Creep Tumor pickoff would be nice. KD8 charge, and he got the tumor. And got out. Oh, that's sick. Great Reaper play there out of Laughing Games. Again, Fusion Core follow-up. So let's see what Compassion does here. He's got to have something of an inkling that he is expecting Battle Cruiser, right? Thank you for the update, Aki. Spike waiting on the winner. Yeah, if you want to hold that Spike series, I think I want to cast that one, assuming this game doesn't go too long and Game 3, Dead and Ander, doesn't go too long. Wow, going 3 gas here. This feels like an attempted Roach Ravager style attack. Problem is, there are only 4 queens. And that battle cruiser is going to do a lot of damage. That's a good number of Hellions there, too. Whoosh. Whoosh. I know. Spike is amped for this. He's been amped for it for like 3 weeks now. Hellions gonna... there's nothing here. There are some roaches on the way. If I was these Hellions, I might just go in the main. Although, roaches popping out here too. So these are YOLO Hellions at this point, officially. They're going to kill as many drones as they can. They're all going to die. They recognize this. Oh, the roastings, though. 16 drones down. Natural Base is a ghost town right now. And the battle cruiser is going to jump here pretty darn soon. Queen count is 4, which is not enough, and there are no spores either. So yes, the Hellions are all dead. It's 21 workers for Compassion. He ended up losing 16 to those YOLO Hellions. The roaches were the tiniest bit late. That's what's so frustrating about this, is he had the roaches, they just didn't show up in time. So he's worried about a roach counterattack. That's where the bunker comes from. I think the battlecruiser might just stay home. Oh no, he's going to try to kill the roaches as they come across the map. Maybe? Either way, I think a battlecruiser jumps over, kills these 2 queens, and then kills these 2 queens, and I think it's game over. Hey, we got a Reaper name again from Kai. Thank you. We'll use that later on. Senor Kai. Yeah, battlecruiser, not really, not defending, not anything really, just sort of here, you know? Killing roaches. There's not as much defense back here as you might think there is, honestly. But supply blocking would be a problem. Okay, 4 queens all at once. One gets Yamato down. Oh, the second BC is here. It's going to toss down a Yamato, I assume. Once again, just running away from the spores is how we do this. And I think that's GG. I mean, there's not even roaches really out there to do anything right now. They're all kind of stuck over on this side of the map for some reason. Hiding, I guess, from the battle cruisers. And that's it, man. Laughing Games gets the 2-0 win against Compassion. And is your victor. All right. I'll leave this party. If you're interested in the bracket command hasn't been updated for this particular tournament, if you want to see what's going on in here. Yeah, we're already to the semifinals. This has been pretty good. Definitely some walkovers here. Yeah, Compassion and Laughing It. We're already at the semifinal here. That's nuts. But it's going to be a while for the second semifinal to come up. So GG's. Yeah. That's the thing about an open tournament, Compassion, is anyone can join as long as they're a subscriber of mine. So there are some good players here for sure. Laughing Games is pretty good. Firebird's pretty good. Probe Scout Samuel's pretty good. E.T. Pone Home is really good, but he didn't show up. I'm glad Firebird made it. So Firebird and Kai are happening. Kai versus Fire? Sure, can do. Sweet. So let's go pillars here. Compassion, do you know what you need to handle a battle cruiser? No problem, Santi. Thank you, Santiago. Gotcha. Yeah, it's just you need 5 queens Compassion, and both times battle cruisers jumped in your base, you had 4. Which, I know it's crazy, but having 4 versus 5 is a really big difference. Yeah, Firebird's really good too. Firebird Laughing Games is going to be interesting, I think. Can you recreate with Game Heart? Please? Real fast. Just good for casting purposes. Oh, I didn't click mod info. Derp. I'm a derp. Yeah, I mean, Compassion, I might have a tournament later on wherein there's like a diamond limit, right, to your league. But for this one, I just wanted it to be open to everybody, right? Anybody who subscribes to me on YouTube, to thank them for being a sub. And that's what we did. All right. You may know him as Kai. But first, in the bottom left, it's the pink Terran player, Firebird, and in the top right, it is the green Zerg player, Kaya Ralonis. Kai, writer of Reaper names. Been in chat for a while here. Firebird, not so much. Sometimes he's around. He's a very busy person. And let's do some betting on this particular matchup. Will Firebird win? Let's do that. Okay, be right back. One more thing with the kids. Nothing crazy happening. Alright, so what's Kai gonna do here? He's going quick lair off of 2 base, no third, which the Reaper is very aware of, that there's not a third base. Kills the Scouting Overlord. Third base coming in from Firebird. Reaper coming in for the Scout. Does see the lair timing and sees the second gas coming up as well. So Kai on 21 workers here, not fully saturated on 2 yet. I'm not... Is this a Mutalisk? Like a 2-base Muta play? You think he's going a Hydraling Bane? If that's what he always does, then that's what he always does, Compassion. You are the expert here as to how Kai is playing StarCraft these days. I will trust you on that. Starport on Zive. Kai really not droning up very well. Firebird has a pretty big income advantage at this stage of the game. There we go. 6 drones at a time. That's better. So he's going for speed. There's your Baneling Nest. Yeah, the lair timing, like, he got lair before he got speed. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, that's fair. No, I know. I understand, but like, I guess I just expected Kai to have a little bit of a better build order here because he, I mean, I guess the lair for Overlord speed for more scouting is good. I'm not going to complain about it. Hydralisk Den coming in. Saturating up the natural base pretty well. It's 2 base to 2 base. So there's a little window here where Kai might be able to get something done here against Firebird. Firebird's army is 4 Marines and 5 Hellions. So if suddenly there was a big Lingbane Hydra attack ready to move out in like the next minute or so, I think Firebird would be in a bit of trouble. Zergling says double engineering bay indicates a bio play here out of Firebird. Very good. 3rd base lands from Firebird. 3rd base now coming in from Kai. So he's not straight up 2 basing this. All right, Spike versus Andrew. Nice job, Andrew. Beat dead. Thank you, Aki, for the update. Extra gas here from Kai. Yeah, generally, if you're going Lingbane Hydra, what you like to do is get up to about 40, 45 workers, then start your lair, then get your extra gas, right? Get your evolution chambers, and that way your economy is way healthier. I mean, I guess he kind of did that. He's at 40 workers. He's got his extra gas. He's got his lair. He just kind of did it in a roundabout way. So, I don't know. I guess it allows you to get your 3rd base and saturate it more quickly if you do it the way that I was talking about. Good job, Speedlings, not engaging too hard there. Not too much off creep. Creep spreading quite nicely. Centrifugal hooks on the way. Gonna be done here soon. I do love Baneling speed. I mean, it's one of the best upgrades in the game for sure. Firebird really macroing hard. Like, just now getting his extra barracks. He's on 3 bases. He hasn't really had to defend against anything to this point. If it's going to come down to who can out-macro the other one, Firebird is going to win. If there's a way for Kai to win this thing, it is with early weird 2-base timing attacks. Showing up when Firebird doesn't expect it, things like that, you know? The way this is happening is just not going to work out. Infestation Pit, upgrade range for the Hydralisks. They do have speed already. Nice. Yes, they're very zippy there. With their little snake bottoms. Oh, a Ling run by. Okay. I kind of like that. Several SCVs going down here. The SCVs getting pulled nicely. The Ling's killing some of them. Actually doing pretty well against those Marines. Killing the SCV, building the armory is a decent victory. All of these upgrades coming in at the same time from Firebird. The timing is pretty good there. 8 SCVs going down. Kai's at 47 workers. Income is, you know, pretty even across the board here. So that was nice. Stopped all income at the natural base for a good amount of time. Killed a bunch of SCVs. He's got the Lingbane Hydra here. It's just, it's not enough of it. Both players are floating quite a bit of resources right now. I assume Kai was supply blocked because he just made about 5 overlords. Makes a lot of sense. 3rd base. Gonna get roasted up here. Ugh, with the wrong direction. So these Hellions are dead. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. They were smart. They got out of there. Nice. Much better. Okay, Marine Tank Marauder here. Yeah, Firebird just kind of 3-base terrifying it right now. Army supply is 50 to 45. It's starting to look a little bit more intimidating here. 2-2 is on the way for Firebird. No such upgrades. I'm not sure if we have evolution chambers for Kai here yet. But he's holding on. Infestation Pit could be used for further upgrades. Could upgrade to a hive here. Maybe go for some Ultralisks. That'd be cool. Scouting Viking gets sniped out. Sees the Hydras. Sees the Lings. Sees the Banes. Oh, Laughing Games 2 Ode Compassion. Aki. We finished that one up. Quite. No, that's it. We're done. No more discussion about it. We're done. Kai taking his 4th base at about 9 minutes. Not bad, but there's a 4th base coming up for Firebird at the same time, which is not super ideal. Finally going for Evolution Chambers and upgrades. I kind of feel good about Hydroling Bane versus this particular composition of Firebirds. There's just, I don't think there's enough of it. He's down about 20 army supply. I think this is a moving in the night kind of a situation here. Coming from the back and getting those tanks. Problem is, the time it takes to get there is going to be late. The 3rd base looks like it's going to die here for sure. And yeah, he's worried about lurkers. That's what that scan was for, but no such thing. Alright, so I think all the tanks are going to die here. Oh, trying to come from the other way there too. But there's enough Marine Marauder. Ah, the Baneling's getting target fire there. Now it's just the Hydras. And now they're toast. Alright, so 3rd base down. Army supply 93 to 16. Couple tanks died there, but otherwise pretty nicely done by Firebird. Reinforcements showing up. Again, worried about lurkers. Yeah, Kairat does love Vipers. Good call, Compassion. Wouldn't be too bad. Parasitic Bomb and all of these medevacs would be great, but army supplies 112 to 27. This is just Firebird out macroing. There were windows there where Kai could get stuff done, but he just didn't quite have the macro to keep up with this. Made an army when he didn't need it, which as a Zerg player is kind of the cardinal sin, right? Oh, those Banelings could have finished. Those could. Probe Scout's cannon rushes into every game into voids. Good to know about Probe Scout. That's hilarious. Cannon into voids. Did he beat you, Laughing Games? Hey, look, it's Vipers. You're right, Compassion. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe some Parasitic Bomb would be cool. Ooh, Blinding Cloud. And then Baneling's rolling in. And actually, okay, all right. Some decent Baneling hits there, but there's just too much. There is just too much Terran. And bam. Oh, you haven't played him yet. GG, 11-minute win there for Firebird. And yeah, Kai has his work cut out for him in this match. Full show. Okay. Pick winner. Choose. Loser pick next map. I didn't start the next bet yet, Aki. Laughing Games just broadcast, here it comes. What? Ice and Chrome. Cool. Wow, he was ready. Firebird was ready for that. Okay, we'll start betting for this match now. Again, there's your bracket if you guys want to see what's going on big picture. I'm going to refresh it real quick and take a look. So Spike and Andrew are still playing. So we're still in round 2. Should be okay to get this thing done when we need to. No. I didn't swap anything. That is Cherry Coke Zero, Laughing Games. That is my drink of choice. But sometimes my local Walmart is out of it, and they try to give me Cherry Vanilla Coke Zero, and it sucks. Oh, pink versus purple. You guys, honestly. No. Nah, don't hold it, Aki. Let's move. They're still in round 2. We need to get that thing kicking. Top right-hand corner here on Ice and Chrome for game number 2 is our Zerg player, Kai Rolonis. And in the bottom left, it is the pink Terran player, Firebird. All right, man. Let's see what we get here. Kai, good answer. I think he had the right idea. I really think a big Ling Bane Hydra army would have done great against that. There were no Widow Mines. There weren't a lot of tanks. Especially coming from backside, right? The way he got a surround on Firebird's army was also really good. But the fact that he just didn't have enough stuff to really crush it, that was the mistake. And that was the problem. And again, that's what's going to happen when you're playing Gold against Masters 1, is macro is largely going to be the issue. So, Reaper on the way. I think Kai gave me another Reaper name a second ago. There it is. Kil'jaeden, the notorious deceiver, was beaten by the champions of Azeroth on one of the ships of the Burning Legion and was destroyed by the ship exploding, and then Kil'jaeden's spirit was possessed by a Reaper and immediately sent out to die. Again, some World of Warcraft stuff here for this Reaper. Kil'jaeden. I think we've done Kil'jaeden before, but I've been doing Reaper names since like 2015, so there's a lot of Reaper names out there. Ba-dum-bum. Where are the Zerglings, though? There they are. Stay on the creep, Zerglings. You know that. Don't leave the creep. There you go. Good Zerglings. Smart Zerglings. Intelligent Zerglings. Oh, Firebird. Oof. Oh, was that bait? He's like, hey, come get me, guys. And then they didn't. And then combat drugs. Anywho, Starport coming in. Firebird going to do anything different, right? That's the question. If you've won a game 1 in a best of 3 pretty handily, is there any reason to do anything else? I don't know. If I'm Firebird, I probably just do the same thing. Get a quick third. Marine Marauder tank. What's up, Jedi Master? Welcome back. Well, it's really hard to tell because double gas is normal for pretty much everything. I feel like he'd be getting a fusion core now, and he's not. So there's your third CC. All right, so not battle cruiser opening. We're not falling anymore, Jedi. We are casting StarCraft 2. Third base coming in here at about 4 minutes from Kai. Laughing Game says, why would you not battle cruiser opening against a Zerg? It's a fair question, Laughing Games. Yeah, once again, Kai kind of doing his weird, like, lot of gas opening without many drones yet. Compassion, we need to help Kai figure out build orders. And a fourth base. Okay. So Kai going quick fourth, which I am honestly a big fan of right now. Baneling Nest coming in. 10 Lings in production. Speed on the way. Slow Lings just getting destroyed there. And yes, Kai does stream StarCraft 2. He does. He needs the build orders, though. He really does. So he's not interested in doing build orders then? Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. If you're a gold level player, gold or platinum, the one thing that will help you get promoted more than anything else, I think, is really build orders. It is. If you have a specific build you're following, even as Zerg, where you try to be a little bit more reactionary to what the other player is doing, it's what helps you. Suddenly you'll find yourself with a huge economy. Suddenly you'll find yourself able to make armies very quickly as a Zerg player if you have your build orders. Terran, same thing. You'll find yourself with 42 workers at 6 minutes, a bunch of barracks, upgrades all finishing at the same time. It just feels nice to have a nice build that comes together in time. Holy smokes, it's Mad Scientist. What's up, Mad Scientist? Welcome to the FalconPaladin $200 SC2 Open. Appreciate the cheese that you always send. It's always very delicious. This whole pink versus purple thing, I need to, like, set up some kind of a red versus blue rule. This is ridiculous. Macro hatch for you. Yes. I actually, you know what? I made some macro hatches today. We played a game on the YouTubes, and I was like, you know what I need is macro hatch. That's a win. Alright, all those Hellions died. Map control suddenly straight up belongs to Kai here. So that's nice. Got some Widow Mines now, though. So Firebird's like, alright, so Widow Mines in existence. Macro hatch coming up from Kai in his main base. He's feeling fairly confident. He's going 1-1-1 across the board here for his Hydras, Lings, and Banelings. I love that. So some differences. There are some differences in this game. Kai's playing a little bit better, I gotta say. He's got his 4th base rolling. Firebird taking his 4th base now, but he's behind economically. Income is favoring Kai right now. It's exactly what you want to see as a Zerg player. Hydra extend a little bit later. Infestation Pit coming in, which I don't know. I mean, it's for the Vipers, I guess. Right, he does love his Vipers. Yeah, for sure, Compassion. We talked about that. This one is an open. Because I want everybody who's a sub of mine to be, you know, be able to compete in it. And we'll do, like I said, I'll try to set up a diamond only, like a diamond and lower one sometime soonish. I like ultras against bio. I really do. Especially if you Blinding Cloud with the Vipers, as he's been doing. Alright, this is much better. A lot of Banelings. He doesn't have the Hydras yet, though, and he doesn't have the Baneling speed. Oh, no! You know what? Slow Banelings on creep? Pretty good, but there's still an army here, and, well, that hatch is going to die. There are 13 Hydras in production, 22 Lings in production. The upgrades, +1 attack is done for both of them. Yeah, it was very waddly, Jedi Master. Good call. So the Hydra is here to fight. The Ling's here to fight. Hatchery down, and the scan again. That's just gotta be, like, instinctual, right? I'm worried about lurkers. I'm just gonna scan. Another scan. Like, I guess creep. In this situation, it's probably creep. That's fair. Do you have any grapes? Oh, I don't have any grapes. Income favoring Firebird at this point. Also, that Viking being super annoying. Where are these? Those drones came from the 4th, I guess. There's really nowhere for them to go, is there? And then this is where the snowball starts to roll down the hill. Hey, Caden, what's up? All right, 2-2's on the way. It's 93 to 56 army supply. What? What is this glue thing? I'm not familiar with this glue thing. Kai replants the base when it's safe to do so. Loving that stuff. But this big pink ball down here is a big pink ball, is what it is. 2-2. Maybe he's waiting for 2-2. He's like, you know what? When 2-2's done, I'll be even scarier. It's a duck song? Waddle, 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 got any glue? Yeah, so Banelings are on the way, but it's too late right now, and the army's at your front door, and your Banelings are just getting made. it's going to be a bad time. So they get canceled, but handful of Hydras coming from... Okay, the surrounds again. I gotta say, Kai's understanding of flanking is above gold level. It's really nice. He just doesn't have enough stuff. It's just, again, that's what's going to happen. Masters versus Gold is who has the more stuff. And even if Kai has the right idea about this thing, he's just not going to have enough stuff to win it. And that's it. 2-0. Firebird moves on. Looking pretty good. Camdog, you are correct. That is an accurate statement, Camdog. Absolutely. Added me with the songs. Well, we have a second to watch a song, I guess. Oh, there's ducks. Okay, here we go.
Tell me the duck story.
Bum bum bum, ba-dum ba-dum. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes? The man said, no, we just sell lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass? The duck said, I'll pass. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day, bum 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes? The man said, no, like I said yesterday, we just sell lemonade, okay? Why not give it a try? The duck said, goodbye. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day, bum 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes? The man said, look, this is getting old. I mean, lemonade's all we've ever sold. Why not give it a go? The duck said, how about no? Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day, bum 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes? The man said, that's it, if you don't stay away, duck, I'll glue you to a tree and leave you there all day stuck. So don't get too close. The duck said, adios. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day, bum 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any glue? What? Got any glue? No, why would I? Oh, then one more question for you. Got any grapes? Bum, 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 bum. And the man just stopped. Then he started to smile. He started to laugh. He laughed for a while. He said, come on, Doc, let's walk to the store. I'll buy you some grapes so you won't have to ask anymore. So they walked to the store and the man bought some grapes. He gave one to the duck and the duck said, no thanks. But you know what sounds good? It would make my day. Do you think this store? Do you think this store? Do you think this store has any lemonade? Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle waddle. Then he waddled away.
That was dumb. I don't even... Whoa! I left the lobby. I get kicked? What is happening? It is kind of a good dumb, I guess. Sure. Yes, that song is ridiculous. The duck said no thanks. Cool. What's up, Humberto? That is my kitty Cinnamon as an emote. Come on, Probe Scout Samuel, let's go. Probe Scout apparently is going to go Cannon's Void Rays, according to what Laughing Games is telling us, so that should be fun. Waddled away, waddle waddle, and he waddled away, waddle waddle, waddled away, waddle waddle. I'm getting so many spam comments in my videos recently. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we're here. We're all ducked out. Are we in the semis? Hold up. Oh my gosh, we're in the semis. Best of 5 in it, friends. And they're both blue. Why do they do this to us? Alright. Top right-hand corner on Pillars of Gold, it is the blue Terran player, Laughing Games. And in the bottom left-hand corner, it is the blue... These are both blue, man. This is not teal. Protoss player, Probe Scout. Good games, Vomalisk. Tab does not change the colors. Alt F sometimes changes colors in StarCraft 2, but it's not working here because it's live. Whatever. They're both shades of blue. At least it's not a mirror matchup. That's what I have to say about that. And he waddled away. Waddle, waddle. Gosh dang it. Hey, look! It's a forge from Probe Scout. Hey, look! It's Cannon rushing. And he got it up. He got it up. Okay, the high ground probe dies. Wall off. Marine on the way. Bunker coming up. Probe gets one up here. I don't know if there's enough time to get that cannon, boys. Dude, this is... Laughing Games knew this was coming. That's the crazy thing about this. Is he knew this was coming. So that gets canceled. Cannon... Can it hit that? Ah, it's a desperate situation. It's a desperate situation. Oh, we need to do bets. I guess we'll do betting now, huh? From here, right? Make your bets. Dude, Marine, don't do it. Okay, it looks like he's holding, I think. He needs a factory is what he needs. He's also supply blocked, so that's an issue. Honestly, maybe lifting this barracks and moving it back just a little bit would help, but I don't know. I'm no expert at this stuff. So he does pull back. He is getting a factory. The Zealot's on the way. Where do we get our... When's our Stargate coming in? Well, there's your Cyber Course. You need that first, in all fairness. Probably versus. Maybe he's thinking about it. So Zealot comes in, provides that high ground vision on that bunker, and doesn't take damage from the bunker. That's crazy talk. He has to bring a couple SCVs down to repair. Making another bunker. Trying to force that Zealot off the... There you go. Positioning. Positioning is everything right now. And a tank is very shortly going to come up. But check it out. Stargate coming in, boys. Yeah. Shield batteries. Full hazing it, everyone. This is the build of Probe Scout Samuel, according to Laughing Games himself from 10 minutes ago. Sounds good, Vomalisk. Oh, I do like the Cyclone play here. Cyclone instead of tank. Kind of love it. So Shield Battery versus Cyclone is an interesting battle. Because Cyclone damage is nuts. So that Shield Battery's out. This Shield Battery might be out soon. Magfield Accelerator coming in. That Shield Battery is going to be depleted here next. Dude, this one needs to get in on this. Yeah, so that cannon I think is dead. I don't think there's any energy left here. And now here come the Void Rays though. Magfield Accelerator really good for this situation. Any damage you can get on that Void Ray is good damage. Even with the Shield Battery healing, you can drain them. Another Shield Battery coming up. This is crazy. This is really good stuff. Yeah, like the bunker positioning, Camdog. Agreed. I think he's just going Mass Cyclone at this point, which I think I completely agree with against these Voids. That upgrade is taking forever, apparently. The burst damage against that Void Ray is really good. Taking out this pylon would be nice. I don't know if it depowers anything if it dies. And it's done. Accelerator done. Ooh. Void Ray in a lot of trouble. I like this from Laughing Games. I like it a lot. What has high ground vision? Oh, the stupid Zealot does. And the Void Ray, I guess. Dude, the repair on this... I don't know that I've ever seen this before. Okay, Void Ray for one Cyclone. I think that's a good trade. I think that's a good trade for Laughing Games. Oh, into Tempest. Into Tempest. They don't have the upgrade where they do bonus damage to buildings right now. And I think you need a Fleet Beacon for that one. Which... he has, obviously. Ooh, Tempest down. Dude, you gotta kill these little guys. Once the high ground is established, you crush this. Alright, so another cannon down there, not canceled. The repair needs to be real. I mean, this is one base versus one base. It's like the repair's not happening for some reason. I don't know why. So he's double pumping Cyclones at the moment. Whoa, Kai has a 4-paragraph long Reaper name. See that mag field? You can't repair through that. The shield batteries aren't good enough. Look at this, burning down shield batteries without a care in the world. It needs... okay, these guys are just on auto repair, right? They need to be. And every time the Tempest gets too close, bad things happen. Shield battery down. Cannon down. I love this. I don't think I've ever seen this response to this before. I love what Laughing Games is doing. His army supply is way up. And I think he might win this game. For a minute there, it looked like he was in a lot of trouble, but... ooh, lost a Cyclone there. But cannons are falling. Shield batteries are dying. The repair is real. Again, repair is much cheaper and faster than replacing a unit. He's trying to make another command center at this point. And yes, look, Probe Scout expanding in a ninja location. Ooh, it's 2 Tempests now. Yeah, this is intense. If Probe gets that natural base up, I didn't get that pylon. Okay, the Tempest count getting really scary now. This Zealot has taken enough damage to kill an entire army. Oh, so Morrow did this. Thank you for the follow. CMTGT, blah, 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 blah. Thanks for the follow. So Maru did this in GSL. I haven't watched those VODs. Who tried to do this to him? Man, are we going to get, like, an entire best of 5 of this? Nightmare did it. Okay. Okay. Tempest down. Huge. Humongous. I think he needs to, like, float this here. He is. Okay. Alright, alright. This is getting interesting, then. Basically, a 2... Oh, hang on. The Tempests are sneaking over that way, maybe. Maybe. It's interesting he didn't get the upgrade where you get bonus damage versus buildings. Oh, 2 Tempest down would be humongous here. Instead, it is 0 down, but 2 very injured. This is game 1 of the semi-Macarius. You can see in the bottom right here, best of 5, 0-0. 0 score to 0 score. Yeah, this is a problem. We're getting tons of gas in that second base. Laughing Game's getting minerals for the most part here. And the Tempest down. I don't know. Tempest count seems too low at this stage. And I don't know that Marines are gonna be good enough here. If the Tempest want to stand there and fight the Marines, yes. Okay, good trade. No Cyclones died. Got a Tempest. Army supply 37 to 35. Bunkers getting wrecked. Marines running to their deaths a little bit here. Tempest count continuing to increase, getting scarier all the time. And excuse me, I think that might just be it here for game number 1. This is too many Tempests. It's like a 1-to-1 ratio. And the Marines getting on in here. At the very least, trying to take down some of these shield batteries. Whoa! Alright, alright. This is going pretty well. And then you'll lock on the Tempest, force them away from this position. If you depower all of his stuff, okay. Thank you for the follow, Terran Avenger. Oh my gosh. He's going to depower everything he's got. Oh, hang on. There's one more pylon down here. I don't know if he has enough Cyclones to do this, though. Oh, I can't believe this pylon is still here, pulling back. Are there additional Cyclones in production? Kind of, yes. Laughing Games, mineral starved, though. Probe Scout, happily sitting on 37 workers on 2 bases. Another Tempest comes out. It was a valiant attempt there. But I think that's GG. Laughing Games taps out in game number 1 of this best of 5. Probe Scout doing what he promised to do. Actually, it wasn't Void Rays, was it? Laughing Games was expecting Void Rays there. But yeah, getting that natural up, and Laughing Games never quite got that second base running at all was a problem. And then right here, army value, boosh. Didn't really lose much army there. Pylons depowered a ton of stuff, but a lot of Cyclones and a lot of Marines died. So that was a great game number 1. Faux show. All right, we're going to move on to our next match here. This is the FalconPaladin $200 StarCraft 2 Open. If you want to know what the bracket looks like, well, here's your bracket. We're in the semifinals here at this point. Trying to get it invited into our next game here. What's up, Cocone? Yeah, it makes me sad that, like, I'm in the Day 9 TV channel because I joined it forever ago. Like, there's still people hanging out in that channel, even though he gone. He doesn't do the StarCraft anymore. Okay, looks like we're going to be on Everdream for game number 2. Short rush distance, mind you. Pretty darn short. Which I don't know that it really matters for situations like this, but whatever. Yeah, 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 yeah. Da, da, da. So if you're here, hit that follow button here on Twitch. Doesn't cost you anything. I'm here several times a week, honestly. Doing StarCraft, doing Fall Guys, some like X-Wing stuff in preparation for X-Wing Squadrons, which is coming out next month. What else do I do? That's about it right now, honestly. Brood War, StarCraft 2. And whatever games happen to strike my fancy. Okay, so betting here. No. I never actually played Mech Warrior, to be honest with you. Okay, well, we got ourselves a gas steel to open up this match. And a pylon on the high ground, interestingly enough. And a gateway down there? What is this? Probe Scout, you're a crazy person. Get in there. Okay, so high ground, somewhat denied. This probe is still alive. Marine in production. Pylon, gateway. I think the reaction here from Laughing Games is definitely warranted. I really do. And first cannon on the way. So I really feel like killing the cannon might be your best option. Oh, but he blocked it in. He got the block off. Okay, so that high ground probe dead. Does manage to get a pylon up first. This cannon needs to die. SCVs need to get on this now. They're pulling out. The Marines... Okay. High ground pylon priority. Because if there's no vision of the cannon, then the cannon can't shoot up. Okay. So lost that. More Marines here. Bunker coming up in desperation. Unpowered gateway because that pylon got killed. Hank Hill. Propane and propane accessories. Do I sound like Hank Hill? That's pretty cool if I do. No one's ever said that before, though, Mr. Courage Pope. That's an important pylon. But the Zealot comes out in time, and the Marines pull back to the safety of home. I like it, though. With good micro, you can kill that pylon and maybe the Zealot. Good kiting here from Laughing Games. This is really nice. And dead. Alright, so depowers the gateway. Zealot gonna die. Unless he hides over by this cannon forever, which he is definitely doing. And back home, Probe Scout just got a Cyber Core. Gonna lose his gateway, though. Which, I guess if he has the Cyber Core, he doesn't really need the gate for anything if he's going Stargate, right? Which probably he is, would be my guess. Alright, so gateway down. There's nothing the Zealot can do about it. Probe wandering up. That probe needs to die. Like, I don't... High ground attacking. Ooh, the Zealot's in trouble. Zealot's in trouble. Zealot down. Oh, that's big. Dude, he's still trying this. I don't... This feels like a little bit too late for Probe Scout. There's already a factory coming in with a tech lab. And these cannons just have very little shot of ever coming up. Yeah, he knew. So he canceled out, and now he's in trouble. Laughing Games actually has an army. Probe Scout has nothing... No ability to make anything here except for cannons. Oh, come on. Push. See this. He's not gonna see this. He wants the second gas, but he could absolutely win the game right now if he just spotted this and murdered it. You know what? That's what this game is all about sometimes, is windows, right? The little window you have to see to win the game, and now it's gone. 2 cannons with shield batteries. He moved out too late. Surprise! There's 2 cannons here with shield batteries. Cyclone's got to go to work on those things, and the first Void Ray is in production right now. I don't know. Is there enough room there to take down the shield battery instead of the cannon? I know. A tank would be great, but he's really committing to Cyclones right now. And we've just kind of set up for more of the same. Void Ray this time. Actually, we got Void Ray in the last game, didn't we? We certainly did. The good news is he's got a natural base this time. So that's huge for Laughing Games. That is extremely massive for Laughing Games, that he has a natural base and Probe Scout does not. So this is going to be a lot easier to hold here. He's going to be able to make more units faster. That bunker needs to finish. SCV constructing as fast as he can right now. And he gets sniped. Look, no bunker. No bunker for you. SCV's trying to repair it. Finish it off there. Ooh, that Void Ray. Nothing for HP. Bunker's complete. Ugh. Everybody jumps in. Yep. This is a very cheesy Protoss style strat. I still think Protoss has the most available cheese to them of any of the races. Hey, Crockett, thanks for the Twitter follow. Oh, lost a Void Ray there a little bit carelessly. The Marine count, a little bit nuts. A little bit scary if you're trying to fly over this. Don't do that with your Sky Toss. Pro tips. I mean, do you maybe fly in here? I don't know that attacking into the strength here. Magfield Accelerator is done too, so you notice all the damage that the Cyclones are doing front-loaded. It's nice. It's really nice. I still feel like a tank would be kind of awesome here, mixed in with all your Cyclones, but what do I know? What do I know, honestly? Yeah, and that's what I'm... There you go. That's what I'm thinking here. Courage. Courage the cowardly dog. So, again, the good news here for Laughing Games is he's on 2 bases. Probe Scout is working on 2. Thank you for the follow. Sopa Monks. No. No. Cyclone's getting wasted here. Resources lost. 2,000 for Probe Scout. 1,300 for Laughing Games. Income is favoring Laughing Games at this point because he has the 2 bases. He's got the double orbital here. So the Cyclone count is not great. As another one does join the party here, though. Hey, thank you for the follow, Turbo. I don't know, unless that's German, which it might be. He's losing. He's fallen back to a secondary bunker. He's buying some time to repair up his Cyclones. Is he pulling the boys? He's pulling the boys. Oh, okay. Here we go. Got a good Marine count. Got a good Cyclone count. Void Ray dies instantly. The shield battery's doing what they can here, but kind of getting picked off one by one by one. We've seen this attempted previously. Do the Cyclones all die? Those Cyclones all died. I don't know if there are enough Marines to kill these pylons. There's one more pylon you have to get to be a victor here, and there's just not enough. It's a redo of the last game. A round 2 attack to get this one pylon would be decent, but yeah. Army supply, even. Worker count. Probe Scout has his natural base up and running. Once again, pulling the boys here. Really wants to kill the Tempest, but the kiting is super good. Cyclones are all dead. Marines are chasing right now, but yeah, I think that's it. That might be your GG. It's just not enough. So many SCVs are going down. That pylon dying would be nice. Can he get it? Oh, no. No, 7 HP on that thing. Yes, Caden. Probe Scout Tempest group. Insane. 17 kills on that one Tempest. just economically, it's just not going to happen at this point. That is not great. I know, right? Blue versus light blue is like, come on, guys. We had a pink versus purple just a minute ago. Blue against light blue. Vikings, I really feel like Vikings would be kind of awesome. It's a good point. Okay, here we go again. Pulling the mules this time. I don't think he even gets one Tempest there. That was rough. All right. So that is a 2-0 lead here in this best of 5. Semi-Probe Scout makes it happen. Whew, can't quite take down those Tempests. Yeah, right here. That was our first attempt, and then our second attempt, and just not enough. Just not enough at the end of the day there. Workers active, you can see where he pulled the SCVs and just kept making them for Probe Scout. Best of 5 semis. Looks like Andrew. Whoa, did Andrew beat Spike? Oh, Spike gonna be mad. Hey, GG, Probe Scout. It's a best of 5 semis. So you have one more game to play against Laughing Games here before you move on. It's a best of 5 semis, best of 7 finals is what it is. The brackets don't reflect that. Oh. Nope. They don't really say what they are, do they? Well, whatever. It'll be fine. I think we're okay. Oh, Andrew said he won. I don't know. Maybe Andrew's not telling the truths. No, it does. It says Andrew 2-0'd Spike. I don't know what you're seeing here, Caden. Now it does. Gotcha. Good luck, have fun here on Dethora. Laughing Games has got to be frustrated. Like, he knows. He knows what's coming. And I assume he's played against this guy a whole bunch on ladder because he's aware he just can't beat it. Okay. Bottom right-hand corner, Laughing Games. Top left-hand corner, it is Probe Scout. Sorry, all, I'm back. Figured I had a minute. And I did. Look, nothing's happened. A couple probes have died. Laughing Games shutting this down with ease here in game number 3. And you know what? Probe Scout might be forced into a regular game here. Thank you, Aki. Andrew versus Grizzu on the way. Dang, is Spike mad? I need to read Discord for a minute. Spike. Don't know. I mean, the thing is, Jedi, Laughing Games before the series started said he knows what Probe Scout does. It's just reacting to it is hard for him. So the fact that he knew in the first couple games, he knows in the third game. I don't think it really matters. The question is, can you run by here? Can you run by this cannon with your 5 Marines? It would have been close. Sounds good, Aki. Yeah, so we're standard 1-1-1-ing it with the expansion coming up here from Laughing Games. Probe Scout, I think, is required to play a regular game now. Which, is he comfortable with it? I don't know. Is he going to make Void Rays anyway? Probably. He does like them voids. It's going to be an Oracle instead. Okay. Interesting concept, Jedi. I can see what you're saying. Yeah, Spike lost. Surprised by that. Andrew, better player than I expected, honestly. That Oracle name is like 500 words, Kai. I can't read 500 words right now. It's not happening. Oh, he goes for the drop. Oh, and there's an Immortal out. I don't know. He pulls the Oracle away. Nothing can shoot up here, so the Medevac's alive. Oh, there's his Phoenix. Quick, unload over here. Yes, better position. I like this position a lot. Going after the probes. The Oracle dies. That's humongous. The Phoenix dying would be really nice here, but there's a shield battery healing it. And the going after the Immortal. Marines are really good versus Immortals, but the shield battery helping a lot. 9, 10, 11, 12 probes killed with this. And then the Immortal comes in and wipes these dudes out. But that's 14 probes down. And Laughing Games has an income advantage with a third base coming in as well. That's a little bit off center, I think, but he can fix that later if he so deems it. Jeremy from accounting. I like Isera. Not Yursa. Isera. Do you mean Isera? Alright, bowing it up here. He's trying to get a timing attack before splash damage shows up, but Probe Scout's got a Colossus on the way at 6.5 minutes with additional Phoenix coming in as well. This pylon gets scouted by an SCV somehow, some way. Yeah, Spike had some high hopes for this. He was looking forward to it pretty intensely. Did he say GG? Third base on the way from Probe Scout. Another drop here. That man, shield battery is really helping Probe Scout today. Immensely. And yeah, once the Colossus is out, yep, Marines are toast. Landed Viking toast, but 4 probes did get killed. Okay, so both players going to be on 3 bases here on Dethora. Bioing it up here. Marines, Marauders, Army Supply, 27 to 18. Probe Scout has a nice Army Supply. A lot of them are Phoenix, which there are turrets coming up. So that should make it really hard for the Phoenix to do much here by way of anything, actually. So they're just going to kind of scout around. Maybe pick up individual guys that are here. Maybe don't. Yeah, immediate drop and retreat there. 3 basing it to 3 basing it right here. Tanks out for Laughing Games for the first time in the series. Actually, for the first... Has he made any tanks today at all that I've seen? Not that I've seen. So first tanks of the day. What a weird composition. Immortal, 2 Colossus, and some Phoenix. I guess you siege up the tank and hope you can kill the Phoenix, and the Vikings are here. I love the Viking play. Look how big those models are. Those Vikings look like they're about 4 times as big as regular Vikings with that skin. Probe Scout doesn't like it. He's going to back out. Can't say that I blame him. I like the setup here for Laughing Games quite a bit. They're Vikings? Look at them. They're humongous. Seriously. Motherships indeed. 4th base coming up from Probe Scout. That feels off-center too. Are the little indicators on this map just off-center a little bit? It might be circle-wise. Yeah, Tomcats. Marine coming in. Is there a 4th base, he says. And by golly, there is. So his 4th base is safe to take. That's really good to see. Splash damage is out for Probe Scout, right? Disruptor's coming in here too. Colossus, Disruptor. He doesn't really have much by way of anything else. Like, no Stalkers, no Zealots. He's making a carrier. What is happening? It's Carrier, Colossus, Disruptor, Phoenix. What a weird composition from Probe Scout. What wrecks that? Honestly, Mass Viking kind of destroys this composition. He's making more Vikings, but it's not Mass Viking. Like, the Mass Viking comes in, all the Colossus die. The Carriers all die. The Phoenix all die. And then there's like a couple Disruptors on the ground you have to deal with, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that. Camdog. I'm shocked there are no gateway units here at all. Nothing. It's all tier 3 stuff, except for the Phoenix. Yes, Kai. Indeed it does. Build orders. Important stuff. lotv.spawningtool.com. Not spawning pool, spawningtool.com. Like a tool, like a hammer. Go there, find a build for Zerg against Terran, and it will tell you when to make everything, and you'll do a lot better. So Army Supply 104 to 74 in favor of Laughing Games. Income is favoring the Protoss a little bit here, but these Vikings, if controlled well, are pretty much just the end of Probe Scout. So we're going to fight on in. The Phoenix largely getting wrecked right now. The Interceptor's getting killed by the Marines too. Yeah, Disruptor down, Immortal down by the Siege tanks, a Carrier down. The shield batteries, I think, are out of energy. Another Carrier down. And this is a big-time problem. The Viking count is undisturbed, it seems. Laughing Games is like, huh, what a weird composition this is. And the 3rd base goes down. The good news for Probe Scout is he's got a couple other bases to fall back to. He's producing more Carriers. Who goes Carriers against Terran? Probe Scout does. That's who. The only man on Earth. You're welcome, Das Mittens. The good thing about Spawning Tool is they have up-to-date build orders, too. Like, you don't have to worry about it being the meta from 4 years ago, right? The carrier production continues apace here. Is Probe Scout throwing this? It feels like a bit of a throw. All right, Laughing Games lives. He lives on to fight another day. That was a thing. You can see why Probe Scout Samuel cannon rushes. Yeah, that was the weirdest. Like, army value was right there, but it was carriers. Like, nobody goes carriers against Terran at any high level of StarCraft at all. That was crazy. All right. So keep this thing moving. This semifinal, we are fighting hard here to see who can get a bigger part of the money. Because just making it to the semifinal earns you at least $25. If you can make it to the finals, you earn at least $100. Or rather, $50. So that's a big deal. Do we have Andrew versus Grizz they're playing? Good, good, good. Excellent news, excellent news. Try to get into this next map here. Spike needs avenging, apparently. I don't have internet, so you can't view the bracket. Compassion, you're watching Twitch, buddy. What is happening right now? How? Entering the Laughing Games lobby. Come on, Probe Scout. Let's get in here. Ah, yes. Your responses make perfect sense, Caden and Jedi. Yeah, 2-1 in the best of 5 for Probe Scout Samuel here. No, it loaded just fine for me, Turbo. It just loaded for me. Here's our bets. Will Laughing Games come out on top and force a game number 5? Or will Probe Scout get a 3-1 win here? Maybe it depends on how successful Probe Scout's initial cannon rush is, eh? I think that's what it generally seems to come down to, doesn't it? Ooh, yes. Maybe DTs. Alright, bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire, it is the blue Terran player Laughing Games, and on the top right, it is Probe Scout. This blue versus blue thing continues. Thank goodness it's not a mirror matchup, because otherwise I'd be really upset. Here comes our guy. Probe Scout doing what Probe Scout does, which is scout with a probe. Alright, so SCV sees what's happening. 2 more SCVs join the party. Another probe is coming across in case this one dies. And Pylon. Alright. So Pylon coming up. Killing the probe is just not really doable, but getting extra shots off on it. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Ooh, ooh. Almost. That guy is almost dead. Second probe on the low ground does start a gateway. Marines are the biggest play here. I mean, do you maybe make a barracks even faster than... It's tough, man. It's really tough. Pylon, cannon, gateway, marine. High ground pylon dies to the SCVs. Marine attacking that cannon as well as it can. Yeah, the cannon needs... cannon's gonna come up. No stopping the cannon, friends. And barracks. Ooh, the bunker and the barracks taking hits individually there. Another marine comes out. This guy dies too. Almost dies to the cannon. That would have... does die to the cannon. That's rough. Losing that first guy in a game like this is going to be extremely, extremely difficult. Yeah, bunker taking hits, but being repaired. One cannon, 2 SCVs, but we bring in a few extra ones here anyway. Little glowy canister of Vespene gas there for our marine buddy. Good point, Caden. Kind of weird. Let's see if he goes Cyclone again. Factory on the way. Second gas here, too. No. This is just what Probe Scout Samuel does. It's his play. I mean, I don't know. Terran fans, like, Terran players on ladder, you tell me, is this a common thing? He's trying to find an angle where he can kill something without taking cannon shots, but this is really set up by Probe Scout. We've got ourselves a Stargate, shield battery coming up. We have resigned ourselves to the fact that it's gonna be more Stargate shenanigans. 2 factory, double gas, a lot of SCVs playing here. That cannon was in a dumb place, so it gets killed. More marine production here from this barracks, which is literally sparking. It is so damaged, but not on fire yet. So that counts for something. Ooh, Adept can fire up the ramp here if you're close enough. First Void Ray on the way. First Cyclone on the way. Magfield Accelerator coming in as soon as he can. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Jedi. I don't... Like, he's tried the Cyclone thing a couple times now, and it's just not... I don't know. It's got some damage done. It's made some good trades, but in the end, it hasn't really been enough to crush it. Super annoying Void Ray doing annoying Void Ray things. Oh. Yacht. 1 HP. 1 HP Void Ray. Okay. Alright. That's annoying. That would be hilarious, Macarius. I don't know. Like, am I wrong to think that Mass Marine would be insane against this? Like, just 20 Marines with medevac support. Okay, so that cannon's dead. Yeah, Kai. Probe has done this in the other 2 games that he's won in this best of 5, so yes, it's a contain. And eventually Probe will expand. Yep, he's going to take this one with the Rich Vespene Geyser on this map. Seems really smart. Additional Vespene gas income. And here come the Tempest. Alright, so the day of the Void Ray is over. The Tempest are here. The Tempest count is going to increase. And we'll see what kind of trades we get here. Yep, the Probe Scout is, this is what he does. He's been doing this for a very long time. And now that Void Rays are faster, I assume he wins a little bit more with it, right? Zippy Tempest and Zippy Void Ray. Good for this kind of thing. Good acceleration. Gonna lose one of his Tempests. Gonna lose two of his Tempests. Got a... Or rather, Cyclone. Two Tempests did go down. So I don't know. Trades, right? This kind of thing is... You're not necessarily gonna crush. Probe Scout's not gonna win here. Laughing Games isn't gonna win here. But if you make efficient trades over the next 5 minutes, maybe you will. No sign of an expansion here from Laughing Games in this game either. Hey, what's up, Andrew? How's it going, man? Wait, are you the Andrew that Dead Infested played in the tournament just a minute ago, Andrew? Or are you a different Andrew? I think there's a couple Andrews that are Twitch subs, Twitch followers. I feel like this angle is bad. Like the straight up and down, I don't like it for this. I want left versus right, but that feels off too. Hey, what's up, Michael Lacko? And yeah, Caden, it's a concern that people have brought up time and time again. Why should shield batteries immediately spawn with energy on the other side of the map? If they're supposed to be a defensive unit, why can they be used offensively, right? And again, that's one of the things that people have suggested is, why not shield batteries if they're not touching, right, a nexus? Or a gateway or something, then maybe they don't spawn with full energy. Maybe their energy production rate is slower. Because this is just a losing battle right here. The income is hugely favoring, actually Laughing Games for a minute. Maybe there was a probe transfer or something, because we're 2 base in it to 1 base in it. Laughing Games should not... Yeah, then it jumps back up. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, this is coming down to a... How many Marines do we have? How many SCVs do we have? But I feel like the Tempests know if they just kill the Cyclones, the Marines can't do enough damage with the cannons hitting them and with the shield batteries hitting them. I think Laughing Games just got to be frustrated at this point. Here we go, Laughing Games coming on down. He's bringing everything, pulling the boys, trying to kill these cannons, trying to kill the shield batteries. The Cyclones are trying to take down the Tempest, but they're getting target fired by said Tempest, and there just aren't enough Marines remaining, and too many shield batteries and too much damage output, and the Marines are doing what they can here, but yep, Probe Scout moves on. 3, 2, 1. To make it into the final. So Laughing Games comes out on top. Or rather, Probe Scout comes out on top. Laughing Games gets knocked out. Not even a GG. Like I said, he's got to be very, very frustrated. And we'll see what's next. Thank you for the follow, Anon85. And then he just got right offline. All right, well, we'll talk to him about his winnings later. In the meantime, let's look at the bracket. Thank you for the follow, Grizz. That is an intensely hard to deal with build, Probe Scout. It sure seems like it. Laughing Games knew it was coming every game and only stopped it once. That's crazy talk. Alright, so here's our bracket. Firebird and Grizz are playing. If they're in a place where I can cast them, I'd love to do that. Were they holding? Nice, Probe Scout. They're not currently in a game, so are they possibly waiting for me? Okay. Invite for me to cast. And they did. Thank you. Excellent. All right, so we're moving into our next one. Blink TT Charge Lot sounds like a lot of fun, for sure. Firebird's going to take a break. I'm going to go get another drink. We'll be back. We'll start this next semi-final here shortly. As you can see, going to be Grizz versus Firebird in a best of 5. Oh, you can't see it yet. Hold on. Now you can. TVT stuff for our semi-final. Is that called the Uriel build? I mean, again, considering the fact that Laughing Games knew it was coming and couldn't really stop it. Oh. What is the Uriel build? I don't know what that is. "12 pylon, 13 gate." Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Cool. Top right-hand corner of our second semifinal of the day, it is the Pink Terran player, Firebird. And in the bottom left, it is Grizzu. So TVT action. We haven't actually cast a TVT yet here today. We're going to set up a bet for us regardless, though, and say, will Firebird win? And no proxies or anything here. Probably going to see a lot of Marines, a lot of tanks, maybe some battle cruisers, maybe some timing attacks. Ravens are definitely going to be in play in this TVT for sure. Expansion timing for Grizz coming in. Firebird instead going right into a factory. Not expanding. Indicates he really wants to get something done here early against his Grizzu opponent. Oh, Sopa. Don't say that about StarCraft 2. All StarCraft is good StarCraft. We'll do some Brood War some other time. Today is for StarCraft 2. Last week was for Brood War. Andrew, thank you for the $10 donation. Got a Hydra rawr for ya. I like that notification a lot. It's very good. Yeah, Grizzu's pretty good, it turns out. Oh, Reaper comes in and dies. Excellent job, Firebird. Expansion for Grizzu just about done, but he doesn't know. He didn't scout over here, right? He just assumed. But he saw the factory. Like, he has to know. You know what? He didn't see the factory. Thank you for the follow, NG Eliminate. Even the spectators of ESL StarCraft 2 think StarCraft 1 is better. I know. People watching StarCraft 2 for ESL aren't talking about how Broodwar is a better sport in chat. I'm sorry. I watch a lot of StarCraft 2 and the chat is not talking about that. Dun, dun, dun. They're both great. That's it. I will not hear you talk poorly about StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2 is a great sport. 15,000 people watching a random group stage of GSL 2 nights ago. I mean, it's doing okay. Additionally, coming into a place where people are watching StarCraft 2 and bad-mouthing it, just generally a bad move. It's like going into the vegan subreddit and talking about how vegans are stupid. It's just not going to go well for you. Even if you might be right, it's just not going to happen. En español, hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo FalconPaladin. That's all the Spanish I know, I think. That's about it. Okay, so Firebird, again, late expand means he has a bigger army here. 21 to 14, Marines, tanks, couple Vikings. And it's really just Marines here for Grizz, which feels problematic when there's a tank involved and a bunch of Marines here too. What an interesting opening from Grizz. Who goes mass Marine in a TVT opening? There you go, Caden. That's some good Spanish. Trying to take the tank down. Does get the tank, but the Vikings can land, do extra damage, and it looks like the natural ace for Grizzu is in a lot of trouble. He's getting additional Marines out here, but again, Marine versus and Viking going to be in a rough spot right now. Mule's getting wrecked. SCV's going down here by the dozen. Stim is coming in. I kind of like this from Firebird a lot. Tank sieging up. Oh, that tank's going to be huge on that ramp. Great positioning from Firebird. Donde está la biblioteca? That's more Spanish than I know. Yeah, the Vikings are MVP of this match. They're providing extra DPS when necessary on the ground and in the air and just completely shut down this natural base. Tank firing on. Oh, the reactor dying is huge. And, Medevac gets wrecked as it flies in. I think that's GG for game one. Another tank joins the party, trying to get in here. One tank down, but other tank firing away. GG Firebird. Game one of our best of 5 goes to the Firebird. Very, very nicely done. Firebird had a build for TVT, and he executed it well. I don't know. With the tank, it's like he had a good number of Marines, but that tank firing, dealing with it was really, really hard to do. Yeah, army value here because he didn't expand quickly. He had the bigger army. And then Grizzu just made too many workers, didn't have enough army to deal with it. And c'est ça. That was game number 1. Yep, loser picks map. Let's go Grizz. Let's go Grizz. Everdream it is. Firebird ready to go. Firebird gets the win. How about for game 2? You think Firebird's going to win it again? It looks like he's pretty good. Might get a TVP final here if this continues. No Zergs, man. ET Pwn Home didn't show up. I'm absolutely sad. I keep looking at that Black Squall. I don't know that if I agree. Yeah, no, I can't imagine Probe Scout's going to do anything else against Firebird here that he did against Laughing Games. It's got to be the exact same thing, doesn't it? Kind of feel like it does. All right, here on Everdream for game numero dos. In the top right, it is the pink Terran player, Firebird. And in the bottom left, it is the red Terran player, it is Grizzu. So that's the thing about TVTs, man. Either they're over in like 10 minutes, or it seems like it moves into some kind of a crazy 30-minute tanks all over the map TVT that is insane and macro-oriented. I don't know if there's a ton of in-between there for TVTs. Yeah, maybe so, Black Squall. The problem was he'd lost his natural base, and Firebird had a natural. So the longer he stays inside the main, the more economically hurt he is. He does have defender's advantage in that situation, yeah. And maybe he could have been a little bit more patient. I guess I can agree with that. Okay, well, we're going to hang out for a little bit, I guess. Reaper on the way. Unsurprising. Both players actually going for Reapers today. Reaper decides he's going to take down the unbuildable bricks. This one actually moving out, though, so that's nice. He hears in the distance some firing. Yeah, the Reapers in Wings of Liberty, man, they were good units. Oh, okay, so loses the Reaper, which is a problem. Sure, an SCV died, but I'm sure Firebird can handle that in the long run. Oh, shoot, thank you. Firebird 1-0. Thanks for reminding me, Kai. And then Reapers and Hellions taking down the unbuildable plates is... it's a lot of hits. Alright, so Firebird going for a more standard expansion timing here. Same thing for Grizzu. He's tossing up a bunker. He's worried about some kind of aggression, but again, he has to know that there is an expansion coming up here from Firebird. Dude, Reapers destroyed roaches at a certain stage of Wings of Liberty. There was an entire tournament where 5-Rax Reaper was all that any Terran did at all against Zerg, and there was nothing Zerg could do about it. Roaches died. Spine Crawlers died because Reapers had that bonus damage versus Armored and Buildings. And that was it. Alright, so Bunker's going to help hold this. Going up a ramp with Hellions is a bad idea anyway. Probe Scout 1, Kai. You can check the brackets. It is up to date. But yeah, I mean, it's one of the few times that I've ever seen a tournament, like a tournament result, turn into immediate patch from Blizz. Like, they didn't wait for anything. They, at that point, I think that's when they got rid of the bonus damage to buildings for Reapers. And the 5-Rax Reaper was never seen again. Again, a lot of Marines out from Grizz. Sorry, not bonus against armored, but yes. They did bonus versus buildings, which... Yar. Third base coming up from Firebird, defending against potential drops here. But again, this is all Marines, yo. Oh, did he try coming? He tried coming up the ramp. That did not go well for him. All right, that's pretty good. Firebird making a bit of a mistake there. And no sign of a third CCs from Grizz. Grizz seems to be pretty happy on 2 bases right now. Going for an engineering bay. A little bit supply blocked. Additional medevacs here too. So more of a marine tank. Bit of marauder smattered in here. You know what, Caden? Not really. If you're going to do something fancy with Colossus, it's usually just a matter of... Nice auto turret harass. It's usually a matter of using a warp prism to drop the Colossus into somebody's base. Yeah, I always forget about that from the Reapers Jedi. Like, I'm playing through the Wings of Liberty Brutal campaign on Twitch. I'll resume that next Sunday, but yeah. They give you all those Reapers on the lava rising and falling level, and I'm like, ugh, Reapers are squishy. But then I forget, they just tear through buildings. Such good units. Yes, but nobody's cliff walking with their Colossus, because only the Colossus can cliff walk. And they usually need some kind of support to stay alive. So Grizzu, army supply about the same here. Firebird has a better economy. High ground in it. Here's Firebird. Grizzu coming on in. That third base is not going to land today. Look at how, like, glitchy it is. Ah! Run away, third base. High ground tank firing. SCV wanders into the death zone as a bit of a blind transfer here from Firebird. No, pull him back. Pull him back. These SCVs going into a war zone. Whew. Overkill there. Meanwhile, more auto... Look at this auto turret stuff. This is insane. SCV is falling here by quite a bit. 14, 15 SCVs have died. Marines taking hits as well. Auto turret, good unit. Problem is, you can't really dislodge Grizzu from this position, so third base for Firebird is not happening. It is a problem. So he's like, I guess I'll take a third base over here then. That seems reasonable enough. He might try to attack this while dropping auto turrets at the same time. Also, there's no third base from Grizz. So the fact that he's denying Firebird's third base is not as big of a deal as it otherwise could be. Nice drop in the main, though. Holy smokes. I do remember Reaper speed upgrades. That was pretty good. Okay, so the drop gets handled. Are there more? I don't even know what that was. Did he drop? May very well could have. Welcome back, Valmalisk. Ooh, Liberator murdered by Cyclone. That's very nice by Firebird. His third base is landed. Grizz doesn't have really any sign of a third base at all still. I'm trying to see if he wants to build one, but he's not super interested in that whatsoever. Grizz moving out a little bit. He still has this. He's been sitting here for about 6 minutes. It's kind of like, I sure hope you don't try to take a third here. And no, he's not. Oh, the medevacs, though. The medevacs, though. Ah, no, 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 no. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Okay. That might have just put Grisou in the lead. Oh, no. More auto turret shenanigans here. Raven finally dies. 10 SCVs killed. So, like, economically, Firebird is way ahead, but army supply is bigger for Grisou right now. Yeah, 3 base, 25 workers for Grisou. He just goes for it. He's just going to drop in the main and see what he can get done. I kind of support this. Oh. Just kind of sitting in the production a little bit. Once again, Vikings here to take down the medevacs. Oh, okay. All right. Sacrificial medevac. That one gets out of there. Army supply 85 to 73. Yeah, Grisou has a tiny window here. Right? He's got a small window here where maybe he can take down this third, but his army is in 2 separate positions. He's not really in a position to deal anything there. And yeah, army supply just pulled ahead for Firebird. So, I mean, it's not really happening. This Raven's still back here. Still getting kills. This Raven has 27 kills. That is a 27 kill Raven, y'all. That is hugely impressive. Firebird finally clears this out. It's incredible annoyance. The drop in the main, Grisou taking out a bunch of SCVs for Firebird. It's still going to be about 50 to 20 workers, though, which is not ideal in the long term. And then this engagement down to the south happening at the same time. Tanks are firing. Grisou's army is whittled down quite extensively. And 94 to 60 total army supply. Clark, there are no Zergs in the finals. Can you believe it? No Zergs at all. I like this shadow. It's going to be a PVT final no matter what because of this TVT semi. Amazing. What an amazing outcome. Of course, E.T. Pone Home didn't show up. I think things would have changed if he had been here for sure. Is he still... Oh my gosh, he's still Ravening. That is a 30 kill Raven. 30 kills. Oh, the high ground spotting on that tank. Almost got it. Almost got it. 118 to 70 army supply. Production is just a lot of Marines and Vikings right now from Firebird. And coming down the ramp. Okay, I like this from Grizz. He's like, you know what? You don't have enough to contain me. I'm going to break out here, shut you down, son. But then jumping in the other side, Firebird's rest of his army. Both these tanks are going to die. Oh, he stopped on that one a little bit. Okay, all right. Marine's in trouble. And Grizz is just going for it, man. He's overstimmed a little bit. We are in base trade mode. Oh, boy. That natural base for Grizz is going to die. Is there enough to hold on the other end? There is. GG Grizz. Firebird takes the 2-0 lead here in this best of 5. That was a good game. I like that one a lot. But yeah, just economically, like the tale of this game is right here in Workers Active, where there were never more than about 35 workers for Grizz, just getting killed here and there, and then ended up with about 60 for Firebird. Yeah, Firebird's APM has always been fairly high. Yeah, army value, you know, Firebird had a lead pretty much the whole time, but it was the fact that he kept going and Grizz really couldn't. That was the big problem for him on that one. So next map here. We'll get it here shortly. No nukes, Jedi, no. Let's see what next map Grizz is interested in. Maybe he doesn't know it's his job to decide what the next map is. All right, ice and chroming it up. Uh-oh. Am I not joining? Do I have the bug? Might have the bug. Nope, we were waiting on someone else to accept. Okay, excellent. Ready to go. Oh. Okay, Firebird had something pop up, I guess. Oh, yeah. It's generic kind of Star Wars one. Halo, Last of Us, and then The Witcher 3 back there. Oh, was I the player? Was that the problem? I wasn't even looking. I should design a Falcon Cup. Yeah, I need to rearrange this a little bit. To where they're a little bit more visible. Like maybe there's an area right here where I need to put some stuff, I think. Design a trophy? Not a bad idea. Grizz, accept. There we go. Okay, we're moving into Ice and Chrome here for our next match. Thank you, everyone, for the good luck. Have fun. I'm not playing, but I'm sure the players feel your love anyway. So Ice and Chrome here. Firebird is up 2 games to nothing in this best of 5. If he wins, he'll move on into the finals. And here he is in the top right. It is Firebird, still pink. And in the bottom left, it is Grizzu, who is red. Whoa! We have some plans here today. We have some plans. I see them. I see them. Dun, dun, Here it is. Here's the thing. Guess this action out, though. Here we go. This is gonna get interesting, if nothing else. We do have gas from Grizz. We have double gas from Firebird. Makes me think Firebird is probably going to go Reapers, whereas Grizz is going to go more Marines. Yeah, Reapers here from Firebird. Grizz working on something. He's a little bit later because his proxy's further away. Agreed. Agreed, Jedi. Pretty fun stuff. Let's see what we get with this. And it is Reapers from Grizz, as he's got his second gas here too. Alright. So double proxy Marine. 3 barracks from Grizz, and only 2, though, from Firebird. And this is gonna get real messy real soon. No, but we just... Okay, Grizz knows there's a proxy somewhere because there's nothing in Firebird's base. He brings his SCVs in, and here we go. Reaper Micro, Reaper Control. Who can keep their workers alive longer? Ah. And he stopped construction on the second supply depot. That's a big deal. Not that Grizz has a second supply depot at all, so we're both stuck at 23 supply at the moment. And it comes down to who has the better Reaper control, I think. Grizz is losing Reaper or SCVs at a faster rate, which does not bode well for him. But oh no 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 no. Grizz, no, your Reapers, no. Okay. Well, Grizz lost his Reapers to workers, which is bad. And that's it. Grizz is out, and Firebird moves on to the grand finals, best of 7 between Firebird and Probe Scout Samuel. Very nicely done. Okay, so we're gonna move in again to our finals here. Let's real quick. Take a look at our bracket as it stands so far. These players have come through a lot to get here. Probe Scout ended up getting a walkover on E.T. Pone Home, which is really nice for him. I think E.T. Pone Home would have given him everything he can handle. He 2-0'd Volmalisk. He 3-1 Probe Scout to make it to the final. On the other end here, Firebird ended up... Where did he start? He 2-0'd Eidolon. He 2-0'd Kai, and he 3-0'd Grizz. So he is undefeated coming through here. And let's see if Probe Scout is in. Probe Scout, you in the game? Where'd you go, buddy? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that, Aki. Very nice. Very nice. You can follow them the whole way through. Nice. Yeah, Reaper versus Reaper is some tough stuff for sure, but... Yes, Eidolon. Yeah, where'd Samuel go? He was here. He was in chat like 2 seconds ago. Oh, he's here. Okay, good. Other than Golden Wall. Okay, I'm going to step away while they figure this out. I'll be right back. We'll be ready for our finals, like, now. Okay, see you later, Caden. Thanks for hanging out. Game 1 here is on Eternal Empire. We're not on Pillars of Gold for Game 1. Hooray. About time for that stuff, huh? Maybe, Jedi. You might not be wrong about this. All right, so here we are for our best of 7 TVP finals. It's going to be Firebird versus Probe Scout Samuel. Bottom left, we've got a Pink Terran player, Firebird, and in the top right, this is going to start fast. It is a blue Protoss player, a Probe Scout. Double SCV is moving out for Proxy. Probe moving in for Cannon Rush. Dude, I kind of love this out of Firebird. Like, he's got to know, right? He knows what's coming, and he's just going to try to counter it on the other side of the map. Probe Scout might actually be better served starting his Cannon Rush inside the main, rather than doing it on the low ground here, which, you know what? I think he's going to do. He's like, well, if you're not going to build your barracks at home, I'm going to do this. We'll see how Firebird responds to it. His goal here is to just absolutely shut it down altogether while his barracks are coming up on the other side of the map. Maybe let the pylons do their thing and maybe just focus on killing cannons. So your economy isn't hot garbage. Ah, Gateway. Gateway coming in here instead. And then the cannon behind the Gateway. The positioning has gotten so good these days in StarCraft, and killing that probe would be sick. Got him. Okay. Alright. So he should be fine. Ah, okay. I think that cannon is in... Oh, they got the pylon, though. So it's not even powered. Beautiful. Beautiful hold there by Firebird. And now back home, throwing up defensive cannons is Probe Scout. But you know what it is? It is Concussive Shell Marauders. As soon as Firebird has the economy to get those things going. I really don't understand the impetus of killing this Gateway. I guess maybe you're worried about a probe coming in and repowering it, but What's up, Bits, please? Dude, Mad Scientist was here just about an hour ago. 2 Flo fans and their crazy cheeses coming to say hi in the same stream. Nice. Yeah, alright. I mean, there is a probe here, but, like, I don't know how worried I am about it. Sounds good, Bits, please. Please do. Okay, so this is it. Again, trying to repower it. This is really interesting stuff. Where is... Okay, so 2 Marauders moving out. They've got concussive shell. They're gonna be a problem. For sure. And do you try to make a zealot out of this if you're probe scout? I wouldn't. That pylon's dead. The Marauders are here. And the probes are pulled. The probes are pulled. They're just buying time for the cannons to finish. So probes dying is bad. Cannons... Jeez, cannons take so much damage from the Marauders, though. But you know what? They finish. 2 cannons on the high ground. They end up finishing there. It's 22 to 14 workers for Probe Scout. He could afford to lose a couple of workers in that situation. Shield battery coming up at home, too. And yeah, I think Probe Scout's okay. I think he basically... Cannons at the top of the ramp. Going to work pretty well here. Although 4 Marauders very bravely. Cannon down before the shield battery comes up. Pylon taking some hits here. Going to depower the shield battery and this cannon, and then he's going to keep moving up the ramp. Oh, he lost one of his Marauders a little bit carelessly there. More and more and more probes going down. Trying to get that surround on the Marauders, just like they do against Stalkers, but you know what? Not working out very well. That cannon does come up with the shield battery, and another Marauder dies. But a Marine has joined the party here, too. What is this? Probe Scout. Oh, this game 1 is so good. Oh, this is so good. Alright, alright. Dude, this is feeling like GG. Uphill attack is better in StarCraft 2. You don't have any vision at all. If you don't have vision up here, you can't attack stuff on the high ground unless you have vision in StarCraft 2, unlike in Brood War. And you hit every time. There's no missing in StarCraft 2. Okay. Super overcharge, and then the Void Ray arrives, and that is it for the mining. Is that your GG? What's up, Laughing Games? Who's Noble Cyborg Savage? I cannot believe he did this. Probe Scout. Cheesy Protoss. Getting dem wins. Prismatic alignment. Trying to burn down this orbital command. That is the only orbital that Firebird has. He needs to get up here and start killing stuff, like, now. The repair just seems useless. It really does. There's no saving it. Alright. It's time to go. I think is there a recall? How many Marines are there against the 2 Void Rays? There's a decent number of Marines here, but he needs to go. Yep, so there's the recall. How many Marines? Enough. Enough Marines, but the Void Rays are zippy. They don't have to engage here. And here's your engagement. Probes are getting pulled to try to deal with these Marines. The Marauders doing as much damage as they can. SCVs are jumping in to absorb hits they don't really want to be absorbing right now. And it's really close. I think Firebird is going to fall here in game number 1. The shield battery is too good. The Void Ray is picking off Marines one by one here. Only 4 yeah, that's it. 5 Marines remaining. GG. Holy smokes. That was a really fun game number 1. Bam. Probe Scout takes it. Very, 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 very well done. Dude, that proxy Void Ray, thanks for the host there, Camovax. That was nuts. Plus getting those cannons on the top of the ramp just at the right minute with the shield battery overcharge, that was fantastic. Firebird's mad at that one. We'll go submarine for game 2. Void Rays are pretty good, Chemavax. Pretty good indeed. Eastern US game server, that's not too far away. Firebird has some thoughts about Protoss that are a little bit sad. Probe Scout, we good? Alright, Probe says go. We're going go, go, go. We're gonna go, 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 go. All right, game 2 of our best of 7 finals is going to be on submarine. Top left-hand corner, it is Firebird. He's pink, and in the bottom right, we got ourselves a blue Protoss Probe Scout. And let's see how fast this probe moves out for Mr. Probe Scout Samuel. Pretty early, honestly. All right, Firebird, what are we going to do to try to stay alive here, friends? Let's see what Firebird does differently from what Laughing Games does, because it's... There's your high ground pylon. I mean, if you're Firebird, you have to know. You just have to know what's coming here, right? There's no surprises at all. Just letting these pylons come up. You see nothing but a late gas. Firebird. Is he just going to try to build a barracks inside the Protoss base? I think that would be hilarious. And here we go. Once again, just shoving the photon cannon into the corner where it can't directly be attacked unless you lift the barracks, which means you're not making a marine, which is so annoying to deal with. Bunker coming up, but I don't... Like, that cannon is finishing, friends, and that bunker is too close to it. I think Laughing Games has more experience with this than Firebird does. And look, bunker no, SCVs no, and Firebird might just be dead here, friends. I'm looking at it. In fairness, the bunker's in range of the cannon too. Oh, pinning that SCV in is so good. Alright, so bunker finishes for Firebird, which is nice. Can the Marines take down both these pylons? I don't think so, man. It's 21 to 11 workers right now. Barracks definitely has to move at this point. There's really no saving it. The Marines, how much damage can they do on this pylon before it dies? Quite a bit. It's going to die fairly quickly. Yeah, that barracks needs to go. Right after this Marine, it needs to lift and get out of there now. Is he? Oh, okay, or make another Marine. I guess that's acceptable outcome. Yes. Dude, he lost his barracks. Okay, never mind. No listening to Falcon here today. And Zealot moves up, trying to get high ground positioning. Does, quite nicely, but... You can see the bunker, but he can't hit it with the cannon right now. Behold the Stargate, it hath arrived, and tank out from Firebird. So that's something different. Void Ray first, then into Tempest production. Let's see if the tank dies. Like, maybe that's something that Laughing Games has tried a whole bunch of and it just hasn't worked for him. I guess we'll see. Here comes the tank, here comes the siege mode, and how long does it survive as the Void Ray is out now? Answer is about 10 seconds. So this is Probe Scout Samuel, Kai. This is apparently all he does on ladder. I don't know that he represents everything, but... yeah, I guess that's why you don't make a tank. Is it can't really run away very well, and the Void Ray will burn it fast because it is armored. Prismatic alignment is almost up, and taking hits from that Cyclone is not good. First Tempest on the way. And Prismatic Alignment on the Tech Lab, which means you can't make any more Cyclones after this. Oh, that's bad. And the Adepts shade in. Just scout. Just see what we're dealing with here. There's no reason to finish that. And now, once that Cyclone comes out, that's it. GG. 2-0 lead right now from Probe Scout Samuel. Yeah. We're on Deathara for the next one. And yeah, I mean, as Firebird is higher ranked than Laughing Games is on the ladder, but Laughing Games seem way more familiar with what Probe Scout is up to. He thought Probe Scout was bluffing. Why would you think that? Yeah. I mean, he's tried anyway. Yep. Agreed, Camdog. Zeth, I just don't get the view counts on my StarCraft 2 videos as that I do on my Brood War videos. Especially for the last month or so, it's been really bad for StarCraft 2 comparatively. You guys are funny. Terran wishes they were that cheap. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm gonna message ET Pwn home and be like, where were you, man? We needed you for this stuff. Here on Deathora, in our best of 7, it is Probe Scout 2, Firebird 0, bottom right Terran, top left Protoss. Sounds good, Versus. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons, I think. I honestly do feel like part of it is that my Brood War videos just get more clicks when they're recommended to people by YouTube. And so YouTube's like, well, we're just going to show the Brood War videos to people then and not recommend the StarCraft 2 stuff as much. Part of it, too, is that a lot of StarCraft 2 dudes have started their own YouTube channels recently, and I really can't compete with somebody like Hearthstone doing his stuff, right? A professional, entertaining Protoss player, good at casting. I mean, it's rough. There's just a lot more competition, yo. And there we go. So we're walling in. We're going to make a cannon as soon as possible. That's true. A lot of live StarCraft 2 to watch. That's always been the case. There have always been WCS events and GSL the whole lifetime of my channel. I don't think anything has changed there, CamDog. I've always been competing against that stuff, which is fine. I get that. Yep, no, I get it. Like, to each their own versus... Bunker finishes, can fire on that cannon. Second cannon up. Factory coming up back home. Probably won't make a tank this time, would be my guess. I mean, this is just so well done by Probe Scout every time. Placement is always really good. He's probably going to lose his first cannon, but that's okay. It's just a matter of, can you stop before that first Void Ray comes out? Can you get down the ramp and kill this cannon before the Void Ray? And the answer is generally no. There's a Zealot ready to hack you to pieces. The cannon's going to hit you as you come down the ramp. Wow, Firebird is making another tank. Okie doke. Okie dokie, artichoke. He's like, alright, supply depot down. Don't even care about you anymore. We can take the supply block, I guess. Not upgrading to an orbital at all. Getting a second refinery, getting another supply depot, moving the barracks back so it doesn't die this time, and the gateway goes down. But you know what? The gateway existed for the Zealot and to be able to produce a Cyber Core and a Stargate, so it doesn't matter anymore. It's just not here. Tank firing out. Marines are... You know what? The Void Ray is a little bit later here. So the tank out earlier. Going to drain a lot of energy off of that shield battery with this tank shot. Oh, yeah. It's like a block every time. So shield battery out now. So there's another shield battery, 2 more cannons, and another shield battery coming up. Void Ray really wants to... And the Zealot helps kill the tank. All right. So Zealot dies. Fair trade for Probe Scout in that situation. Void Ray killing as many SCVs as Protostly possible, which is currently 0. Marine count a little bit scary, but shield battery in range, and the Void Ray wins the battle. First Cyclone comes out. Probe Scout has seen this a million times. Yeah, Marine just getting whittled down here. Cyclone taking hits all the time. Can't heal up very easily because you got to pull dudes off the line for that. The bunker getting prismatically aligned here. And Void Rays are zippy. I don't know what to tell you at this point other than Void Rays are fast. Blizzard wanted this to be so, therefore Blizzard made this so. First Tempest of the day has arrived. Second Tempest of the day coming up. We do have Vikings out of Firebird here, but never mind. Viking died real fast. Bunker down. And GG. That's a 3-0 lead here for Probe Scout. I don't know that Firebird knows what to do against this, which is fair because I don't think I know what to do about this. It's just something that Probe Scout has done 100,000 times before. It's just down to a science at this point, you know? I don't think Probe Scout's going to tell us what's up. Ah, Firebird's in here with Probe Scout. They have some thoughts for each other. Yay, Firebird's going to play Protoss. Yeah, they really buffed Void Rays recently, which makes this so much better than even it was previously. Firebird mad. Yeah, going down 3-0 in a best of 7 is not a good feeling. Whew, we're going to be on Ice and Chrome for our next map between these two players. Thanks everybody for hanging out for this, by the way. I got some good view counts. Really appreciate that. Seems like I got my best view counts when I'm actually casting on Twitch, so maybe I will do that a little bit more often. Okay, Ice and Chrome, bottom left, Firebird, top right, Probe Scout. We ready for it? It's a bit of a further rush distance. Look at this. He's got this mapped out per map. It's a little bit of a farther rush distance, so he moves the probe out sooner than 20 seconds. Oh, glad to hear it, Spaghetti. Yes, that's great news. Yeah, I can learn a lot about StarCraft by watching StarCraft, it turns out. Or StarCraft 2, particularly. And Brood War. I guess it applies to both of the StarCrafts, eh? This is the finals, Compassion. Best of 7. Finals here. Let's watch the probe control from Probe Scout. And you let him in again. I really feel like a big part of this is not allowing the probe to live in there. Thanks for the follow, Spaghetti, yes. Oh, Firebird abandoning the position. Alright. Oh, wait. No. He did it to try to... Did he do it to try to unload inside that gap? It was an admirable effort. I don't know if it's going to work exactly. I think he tried to unload SCVs in this little gap here, and it did not work, unfortunately. He's just pulling all of the probes, but guess who's here? A single cannon. That's it! Alright! So at the end of the day there was no one in the entire tournament could stop Probe Scout's crazy build. I'm curious... I would ask how people beat that for Probe Scout, but I don't know that he wants to tell us, right? Army value is 0. So Viking tank, but that first tank always dies. Yeah, Laughing Game stopped it though, right? He stopped it before it really even got started in that game. Position the tank well with a good bunker and the SCVs pre-pulled for the Void Ray. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Congratulations to Pro Scout Samuel. Winners, please message me pay info for winnings. Yeah. He always does. I mean, it's not just cannon rushing. It's proxy Void Ray Tempest cannon rushing. Yeah? Firebird's mad he wasn't more ready for it, which I can totally understand, man. If you run up against something you can't stop, it's horrifically frustrating. But yeah, if you're watching this, please send me your information to get paid for your winnings. We're looking at, hold up here. Looking at Probe Scout Samuel won $100, Firebird won $50, and then Laughin' Games and Grizz equally won $25 each. So not bad for a day of work, I gotta say. Grizz, you can email me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. That's probably the easiest way to do it. I'm on Twitter at FalconPaladin, Facebook at FalconPaladin, Discord. If you want to message me there, I am FalconPaladin. What am I again? 1507 or something? 2517 on Discord. But congratulations to our winner, Probe Scout Samuel, getting the win here today. And I think that's going to be it from me. So that was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Thanks everybody for participating. Everybody who played, everybody who watched, everybody who bet. Nice tournament for sure. A lot of fun. Check out the merch. I'm on social media, as I talked about, and we'll be back here on Twitch tomorrow. Probably doing some StarCraft 2, maybe some Fall Guys, depending on how we feel. So give a follow if you want some more Falcon Paladin in your life. And yeah, until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. You guys are all wonderful. Please stay safe and stay healthy. And above all, y'all take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
Man, it's been so long